gladiators.
Yeah.
I had
Pick them up for nothing.
Mhm.
I had an idea for like a homebrew like legendary or like maybe a mythical or like artifact level item last night, and I wrote it up on D&D Beyond.
Mm.
How would you feel? How do you guys feel about a dagger of self-sacrifice? It would work entirely normal as like a +2 or +3 dagger when you're using it in combat, and it has an ability that doesn't require attunement, where you can willingly stab yourself with it as a bonus action, and it like amps up your stats. And then after the battle's over, it like absorbs you and your entire inventory, and you're dead.
I think I
And
would let Deska use that.
All right, resin. Let's see. You weren't here last time. Was there a... You guys took a short rest last game, according to my notes. So, resin, if you want, you can adjust your stuff as if you had taken a short rest. After the purple worm battle, they took a short rest.
oh yeah, we did.
Did you start sharing the map already, Raven? Because if so, I can't see it.
No, I haven't yet. I was still going through the stuff here. So, resin, you would be up for scribing this week if you're okay with that.
I can do that.
And Magnus, you were our previous scribe. If you want to give us a recap.
Sure thing. So last time,
On the Gucci
it was the
gang.
92nd of winter, the last day of winter. It started with the purple worm. It was being chased by the party. As soon as combat resumed, Magnus immolated the purple worm in fire. Laz was still inside it, so Ballas, Arnis, and Deska rushed into the body of the worm to heal the badly burned Laz and to get him out of the big purple, long, gooey thing. And then we searched the worm. We found some gems. Harvested the worm's poison, which is important to note for Deska for the future. And Magnus harvests its essence. And then we healed and cleaned up over a short rest. We got back into the vehicle, and then we went to go to the lab. There was a, short discussion about stealth attempts, which did not pan out. And then we encountered 7 mercenaries in front of the entrance to the lab. There was a conversation that escalated every time Laz opened his mouth, and then
It's true.
a fight began. The fight has been challenging. Laz is at this point. Laz is now down, though the rest of the party is up, but damaged. Many resources have been consumed, and there's a gladiator that is still up that is about to charge Ballas, and another gladiator that is currently stuck in a hamster ball, rolling around, attempting to figure out what to do with himself. And that is where we are right now.
Yeah, I was looking into it. I don't think he can actually move the resilient sphere. I think he's just stuck there.
No.
Because generally, well, force isn't because it's a force ball, right?
Yep.
Yeah, force isn't generally something that can move. Like, you can't push a wall of force, for example. So I think he would just be stuck inside it until either someone disintegrated, or he teleported, or someone broke your concentration.
I think it's the third to last and second to last. I posted the description for the spell.
Yeah.
It's weightless. The sphere is weightless. An enclosed creature can use its action to push against the sphere's wall and roll it. Similarly, the globe can be picked up because it's weightless by any creature and moved. So we can bounce it around like a beach ball.
Oh yes.
Well, I think it's the spear itself as well. That's interesting. I'm assuming that would that make what's inside weightless? I mean, it would make sense if it's force energy.
I don't know. I think that's your call.
It's a vacuum.
It sounds like that's the intent of the spell, because I don't know why it would call out the sphere as weightless and not make what's inside weightless, because unless it just means it weighs as much as what's inside of it, which I guess would make sense too.
I don't know. In
Uh,
prior games, I have used Autolux Resilient Sphere to encase somebody, kick them off a cliff edge, and then cast a spell.
Alright, yeah, I guess it does call out that he can push it to move it around. Interesting. Alright, so I
Magnus,
guess he is
you have
rolling
gained
around.
so much more respect from me from what you just said. That is some cold shit.
I don't play good wizards. They're not bad, but they're not good. They just are.
They just
I mean,
are
yeah,
some badass motherfuckers.
A real wizard.
a real wizard. Alright, well, thank you for the recap. So,
Oh yeah, there's 3 gladiators. I forgot there were only. I thought there were only 2.
well, all 3 of them, and they are all untouched, which is why that's
Well,
gonna.
one is encased. One
is-
encased.
Well, as long as Magnus is awake,
As long as Magnus is awake. Yeah.
which we'll see how long that lasts.
Says the dungeon master.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. So Resin, how did you roll initiative with advantage like that? Is there a button you used?
I have a Mace of Warning.
No, I mean like with Roll20. Like what did you do to make it do advantage on initiative and like display like that?
So actually have been rolling from D&D Beyond because
Oh,
it
you're
was
using
one
Beyond.
level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if there's a setting to do that.
In Beyond 20, there's like a whole button that allows you to just make it where whenever you're about to roll, it has advantage too, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's a setting in Roll20 you can set it so it asks if you have advantage. You could set it to have advantage, but I never saw it display like that where it says 15 parentheses advantage. It's interesting. Okay. Well, anyway, let's get back to it. So it was the
Right,
gladiator's
Gladiators
turn.
back in now. Let's go.
Oh, they were.
Maybe you'll all get taken prisoner. We'll see. Alright, so this guy, Ballas or Arnis. I think he's gonna go for Ballas.
He just killed his buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put an arrow in his friend's neck.
So this guy is going to rush up to Ballas.
Let me get my
Throwing.
character sheet up.
Yeah. All right. Well, he throws his shield out in front of him to shield bash you as he charges you. Probably does not do so though with a 10.
Yeah, he does not.
Oh wait, you're prone. You're already prone.
No, I used half my movement to get up on my last action.
It says you're marked as prone.
Oh yeah, I couldn't get it unturned off. I was trying to turn it off at the end of the last session.
You
It wouldn't
just
let me
you
use.
just click on the lens, and if you scroll down, you can.
Yeah, I was trying to do that, but it wouldn't let me. It also wouldn't let me add any new ones on there. Because I was also trying to add wounded, I think.
Are you able to take it off now?
My screen's still black. My thing's loading.
Oh. All right. Well.
You might have to scroll down because we're on.
Yeah. What about now?
Okay, yeah, I'm cool.
You were just not on the right part of the map. That's usually what it is.
Okay.
So can you... Okay, you can take it off. Whoa, that's weird. It looks like there's a... Oh, you put it on the torch.
Oh. Whoops.
Torch is, yeah, it's probably not wounded right now.
Send out light with your life.
But you are able to minus and add marks now, it looks like. Okay, good. So he's gonna... Annoyed, he's going to take a second swing at you. 13, I think, misses you again, luckily.
Yeah, it's
and
just under my AC.
in frustration, he's just going to try to stab you with his third attack. Oh, 25 probably get ya. So you take 10 piercing damage.
Can I have that with my reaction?
You can. So go ahead and spend your reaction. Mark yourself. And you take 5 instead. Although, okay, no, you're still wounded, so you're not near death yet. That's it for that guy. Laz, give me a whisper with your death save, please.
To you, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna always whisper roll. And then I'm gonna click death save. Let's hope this works. Okay, that worked.
Alright. So I got that. The champion is down. Magnus, you got some troubles.
Oh, yes. But I have a plan.
Alright.
I always have a plan. Doesn't mean it's a good plan, but it's still a plan. So, 1 second, I need to double check this 10-foot radius. I'm gonna. As Magnus's mind flashes at the speed of a wizard, I'm going to take a look at something really quick.
That's the right mark for me having used my reaction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says on the log the status of it.
This guy
Really?
right
Oh,
here
that's
is this guy right here is the guy that's in the hamster ball, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
the one
right
with the
in front
little
of me.
flame symbol.
Got it. All right. I am going to provoke an attack of opportunity against this guy as I leave his threatened space.
Oh man.
gonna
Alright,
try and kill
so
that.
yes, that is exactly what he's going to do.
Probably not a great
I'm
idea.
gonna move here.
And my headset's not working.
Well, before you move, he'll spend his reaction to try to punch you. 20?
I will shield and it will deflect.
Alright.
Shield gives me an AC of 21.
So you spend your reaction knocking away his attack with your shield magic.
Let me do the reaction icon real quick. There. And then I am going to use my ritual magic ability to cast a ritual as its normal casting time and cast Leomund's Tiny Hut, where you see the template.
Alright.
So Deska, Resin, and I are all now encased in an inviolable, opaque dome of force
Alright.
that we can move out of freely and look out of freely, but they can't see it.
Well, you can't move out of it, though, or else it ends, right?
I can't. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so you chant, go ahead and link the ability and the spell. As a dome, usually taking a while, suddenly snaps into existence.
It
Well,
doesn't use a
that
spell slot, so
sucks.
I will use the
I don't-
ritual.
I don't remember whether or not can I shoot out of it or do I have to leave
No,
it?
you have to move through it.
Yeah, you
but
have
then
to
can
leave
move
it.
back into it freely. So
How tall is it? Because I am on the roof.
it's
Uh,
a 10-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, so Deska would not be in it. It would just be you and
I would
Resin.
not be in it.
Because she's 20 feet up on the cave ceiling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
two
sure
on
it's
the
specific.
flight icon thing there.
I see.
Alright, and could you link the ability? Just because I
Oh, right.
know you can do it, I just want to have it in the log here. Alright, so that would be your action, I believe. Anything else?
I am. No, that's my action. That's my move.
Oh,
I have a bonus action.
So,
I'm going to. Yeah.
just sorry, real quick. It says when you cast a wizard spell as a ritual, you can use the spell's normal casting time rather than adding 10 minutes. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
So the casting time of the spell is 1 minute.
For Leomund's Tiny Hut.
Yeah, if you look on the description above, it is a 1-minute spell, so it would still take you 10 rounds to cast it. So we may have done it wrong last time.
Yeah, I might have done it wrong last time.
Reset.
Duration 8 hours. Casting time 1 minute. You son of a bitch. All right, so I have
Son
another
of a
plan.
bitch. All right, plan B.
All right. I've
Okay.
been able to do that the whole time. I haven't been doing that because I don't want to set my entire party on fire. But Magnus is only okay, so he might do that anyway. Okay.
Apologies.
All right, so I'm going to use a bonus action
Yeah.
to try to push this guy with my mind 5 feet back.
All right.
Using that class ability, or that feat ability.
All right. So go ahead and link that, and I believe that is a strength save.
It is. It's telekinetic.
Oh,
That's a strength save.
he rolls very well, so I'm guessing he made it.
Yep. It's a DC 18, so...
Oh, and so you didn't move away, right?
No, I haven't moved yet. I just used the bonus action. So,
Okay.
So I don't have an AC of 21, and I got that spell back from my shield cast. So.
Yeah. So you can give yourself your reaction back as well. Might come in handy. All right. So you try to push him. Unfortunately, he is able to stop that, as he is pretty strong. He just growls as the telekinetic force hits him, and he moves back slightly, but not that much.
Right. And Valis has a dude on him. Laz is on the ground 45 feet away. Resin is right over here.
Resin's like, wait, what's going on?
Why am I standing here?
I'm in the middle of everything.
So, man, this is gonna suck.
Well, you do still have the shield spell, at least. But, I guess you could also take the dodge action.
I could do that, yeah. So you're 20
Lord.
feet off the ground, Deska?
Yeah, she's on
Yeah, I
the
am
ceiling
on the
of
roof.
the cave.
So would it be possible for me to place a fireball in such a fashion so that I would hit her, him, without hitting Deska?
What's the spread of fireball?
The 20-foot radius. You
20 feet
can.
radius, it's this right here.
So you could
But
do.
is that radius spherical or is it?
It is spherical. So you probably could.
Placement
Although,
right there.
yeah, you could do that placement if you wanted. And yeah, that would not hit Deska, because Deska would be at the edge of the fireball on the roof.
We got to start
Well.
doing damage to this guy at some point, so I might as well break the ice. So I'm going to fireball in that location. I'm going to cast it as a 4th level spell.
All right.
Break
you don't
the
have the
ice, you're
ponytail,
like
Dustin.
using an acetylene torch on an ice cube, motherfucker.
All right. So you
Whoa, fucking dreadlocks.
you chant, sending forth a fireball. The guy will try to dodge it. Oh, deck save. Jesus. All right. Well, apparently he's in
Motherfucker.
hero mode today, but he would still take half damage. So 11 points. Okay. And she. She does not make it.
Let's go.
So she takes 33. Or no, she takes 11 as well, because she has evasion.
Of course.
Of course.
But that does wound her. Alright.
Gosh.
And then I am going to attempt to move over here. To
Alright.
Resin 35.
So now he's going to
not
do
30
his
feet,
shield
25
bash.
feet. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, natural one.
Ooh.
No casted necessary. All right. And
Okay.
I used my reaction as... No, I didn't use my reaction. Right. All right.
No.
That's it.
Alright. So the gladiator is going to roll up to you. Take the dodge action inside his sphere. The evoker is dead. So new round, Deska.
Okay, Deska is gonna look at the chick and be like, "Can't hide now, bitch," and she's gonna coat her arrow and another dose of the poison, the purple worm, leaving her with one
Oh,
left.
where's the light source currently?
Underneath
Underneath
my
Miles.
legs.
Yeah, he dropped a light stone on the ground when he stood up.
Okay, so she is still in it, just barely.
Yep.
Okay, and after I coat my arrow, I am going to activate my clockwork amulet on this attack. So it's automatically a 10. I'll link it in a second. So I'll make it a. I'll do the attack so you can see, but
Did you say clockwork arrow?
Amulet.
clockwork amulet. I
Oh.
wish I had clockwork arrows. Perfect. I think that actually was it was a 9 on the die, but
So it'd
that
be
would
19. Okay.
Question is, if I could have could I use inspiration so that I would technically have advantage on the attack, but still use the amulet?
I would have to see Clockwork Amulet,
Let me.
but you already rolled, so you can't do. Well, I guess. Let me see. When you make an attack roll. No, because you forgo the d20, so it basically just gives you
Okay.
the number. There's no roll.
All right. Well, if 19 hits, then it'll be 5. But then she has to make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Alright, so she would make that, but she does take the 5 points of damage.
Okay. Was Purple Worm half or was it Saber Suck? I don't remember.
It is. I'll go look. Purple
I'm
Worm.
gonna double check it right now. Yep, it is. And I just.
Alright, so then go ahead and make your roll. Is this your 4th use of it?
Yeah, I have one left after this.
Okay.
I'm gonna link it in the chat so it can be seen. And it's 12.
Well, that's the drow poison. You said you're using the purple worm,
wrong
right?
one. Oh,
I
there's a
don't
lot
know.
of poisons in my bag.
Yeah, I don't know if you have the stats for this one, so let me.
Here we go.
Well, no, this is a different one because that's not the accurate.
Here, I'll show you the
'cause that's
purple
a DC
worm.
19 and that's not accurate. Yeah.
Gain poison damage on a failed save. So it does take half if they make it.
Okay, and it's 12d6. So I'll roll that. 43. Half of
Alright, so
43.
she would take 21. Ouch.
And after doing so, she will bonus action. Action.
Listen to your.
I will item
Yeah.
interaction. Take out my own light stone. Let me move that onto the map real quick.
Well, you don't have to. Are you dropping it or are you just holding it?
I'm gonna hold it.
Okay, so I'll just put the light on you. Well,
Oh,
alright, if
okay.
you drag it out, that's fine. Alright, anything else?
Yes, I will move directly on top of her. So like right
Alright,
here.
she aims her bow up at you, smiling.
I
The
blow a kiss at her.
gladiator goes. He is going to try to get his buddy out of the sphere, so he rushes up to Magnus. And he's going to try his shield bash. Missing on the first. Missing on the second. And a frustrated spear stab. 18? I assume you're shielding. You might be muted. All right, so you use your reaction, knocking the
That's
attack
me yelling
back.
into the goddamn muted microphone again.
Gotcha.
Yes, I shielded.
All right, so you spend your reaction in a first level spell as you knock the attack back. She goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
It's not in range. At least you can't shoot through walls.
30.
Me now, yeah.
She is gonna take. Does she want to do that?
Well, now I'm fucked. Well, no, Jessica's light kills me. I could have run 50 feet, then jump to her. But
Well,
now I
just
can't.
run.
But I could have run 50 feet, jumped to her, and punched her and stuff. No, I can't do all those
Just
things.
run, keep,
Alright.
run, then punch her anyway.
I think she's just gonna take a second move.
These
And
gladiators are killing us, guys.
Alright.
Can we do something about the gladiators?
so she disappears around the corner further into the cave. You don't see her anymore, especially because she's out of the light range.
Can I
Arnis.
hear her?
Well, thank you, everyone. Laz is down. Palace is wounded badly. And our two spellcasters are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm going to run behind this guy and strike.
Yeah. Alright, so you rush up behind him, doing an attack. Yeah, 23 will strike with your first hit.
These guys are big con, aren't they? They look like
They do. They are fighter types, so they are heavy con. Alright, so you do 12 points of damage to him.
we're going to spend a key point and see if we can stun him.
Oh, risky. Alright.
Oh,
Stun
yeah.
attempt.
You can always fail a save.
Well, you could always just save them for Flurry of Blows. That might be a better use. But alright, the choice was made, so key point. Maybe he'll roll poorly. He did not. So
Damn,
he
okay.
you punch him in the side, and he just kind of flexes, his pecs bouncing up and down. 21 strikes with another radiant punch, flashing for 17 points of damage.
Key point this time for Fury of Blows.
Alright, so you use your bonus action to speed up punching twice more. 16, he is going to... he's going to use his parry ability to throw his shield in front of him and block that, just barely. Dink. And 15 will miss on the last attack.
Well, that was great. Go kill the bitch, Deska. All right, I'm done.
Yes, follow me into the dark, Deska. Alright, that's it for you.
Alright,
I
Resin.
will follow you into the dark.
There you go.
All right. With everybody. So, Laz is down.
That is correct.
All right. I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Yay!
Whoa.
It's
Oh,
a
I
heal.
love you.
Laz,
This is the doctor again.
Lazarus, you get maximum heal points because you're at 0. Which, I mean, is
Wow,
only...
we all get 27 hit points.
29. I
We
got
sure
29.
do. Yep.
Oh, we're about to kill some things.
Alright, so everyone close to Resin gains 27. Feeling a
Mhm.
bit better.
And
Oh, wait, that went over.
I will... Is this guy in the ball actually, like, a threat?
No,
Can
He-
he
he
can't
can't-
attack or
he
anything?
can't attack. He can't be attacked. He can't be affected.
Well, give me an Arcana check, because you wouldn't
Oh,
necessarily
right.
know that.
As Magnus is yelling at it, yelling you.
Yeah, you're... I mean, so far he's just been rolling around in his sphere, so it doesn't seem like he can do anything.
Mm, I think that's gonna be it. I don't really have any bonus action stuff that I can do.
Okay. So that is it for you, Ballas.
Alrighty, Rue. I'm going to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Now that Laz is alive. And I'm going to use insightful fighting on the gladiator.
All right.
I'm gonna
Which
link
gladiator?
that. The one next to Lazarus.
All right. So he makes a deception check.
Now I make an insight.
Go ahead and link it.
Because I gave you temp HP.
Oh, okay.
Alright, let me link it then. I didn't want to. That's uncanny dodge. Where's insight fighting?
Okay.
Now he has to beat a 29.
Got it. All right. So you can't beat that. So yes, you would have advantage on him for 1 minute. I should make a insightful fighting token or something. But I'll just put the minute
And-
timer on him.
I'm gonna shoot him with my brand new short bow. Or I guess it's not brand new if I've had it for 2 games now.
All right. So you take a shot. 16 will strike, just barely. Doing 34. Ouch. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So he goes. He's gonna yell, "Bring the healer down." He's gonna stab at Lazarus on the floor. So he gets to attack you with advantage. Luckily, your AC is pretty high. Shia. Nope. Shia. Nope. So yeah, you would bring your shield up as he is stabbing down at you. Luckily, you're able to deflect the attacks. Lazarus.
Well, Lazarus would stand up.
Alright, Lazarus gets back to his feet.
I'm just imagining a pissed off Hulk getting up, looking down at Loki like, I'm about to wreck your shit.
Yeah, I'm not that great.
I know.
But he would use a channel divinity to vow of enmity that guy,
Okay.
so I have advantage against him. And let's start swinging.
Alright, and then you
Oh,
started
no.
swinging. Oh, that is a crit.
Divine Smite level 2.
As the channel divinity or vow of enmity, that's another 1 minute. Alright, I'll put that on him as well.
I'm gonna do a Divine Smite level 2, so that's...
Or I guess go ahead and put a timer on yourself, because vow of enmity is based on when you cast it.
Sure. It's 3d6, or 3d8, should I just roll 68?
Yeah, if you do a level 2, that would be 68.
Yeah.
Plus your 2d8, so that would be 8d8. With your sword.
Bring the pain.
88? I think it's just 68 total.
Well, if you did level 2, it's 3d8, and then you double that to 6, and then your sword is a d8, so that would be another 2d8.
Because you critted.
Because you critted.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, I guess Well, I was just
Well,
gonna roll
alright, yeah,
damage
go ahead,
for
just roll
myself.
68 and roll your sword damage, that's fine. So 28 and then another 12, so 40. Alright, that would wound him.
And here's another attack.
22 would strike again.
And this is going with a level 1 Divine Smite. So that's a Divine Smite. And this is the damage. And that is it for Lazarus.
Alright, Magnus.
Fireball.
Magnus. Alright, I'm going to... This guy's hamster balled. This guy's learning how bad it is to have Laz near him and angry. And this guy has Arnis on the other side of him. I'm going to raise my hand and I'm going to hit this guy with a level 4 magic missile cast.
Alright, so that is...
Oh Jesus! It didn't. I clicked on it, but it was supposed to. I thought it was going to bring up the level upload, but it's
well, it does it, what is it, 3, 4? That's level 4, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4, because it just times it by 6, I believe.
Okay.
So that is 6, 12, 24 damage. Pew, 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 pew.
Yep.
So you shoot him quite a bit, riddling with force missiles, and he is now wounded.
Yep. And I'm going to stay. Oh, actually, I guess I can try to push him.
No, stay.
Yeah, no, I'll just stay right here.
Alright. So that is it for you. The gladiator is stuck inside his ball. New round, Deska.
Oh shit! I got here faster than I thought. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Arnis did say chase him, so I don't know if I can actually keep up, but I will movement here, bonus action. Well, actually, hold on. Escape. Okay. Movement to here. Bonus action dash to here. Boom.
Alright, so as you get there,
Okay.
suddenly an arrow comes out of the darkness at you. What's your passive perception?
20.
Yeah, so you would not see it coming, unfortunately.
So she double moved and still was able to prepare an attack, or is this a different regiment? This is. If it's a different group, then this ain't good. Oh my god! How the freak? Oh, you're probably rogue, you son of a bitch.
That is a crit.
All right. Well, I'm probably gonna die.
That's what you get for listening to Lazarus.
I mean, Arnis, but
Yeah,
you're right. I
Arnis.
shouldn't have listened to him. I don't know why I did.
Did you take the light with you, or is it still there?
Yes,
We have
I
two
took the
lights.
light with it.
Yeah, we have 2 lights, yeah.
Okay. Because it's just on the ground behind you, where you were.
Oh, I didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
47 points of damage.
Oh well, if I didn't get healed, I would have died. But
So you are still up, luckily. But yeah, you would see her now. She's right down there.
okay, well then, to complete that game, bitch, and I'm gonna shoot back at her. I don't think I can. What I'm gonna do is inspiration this attack, so I have advantage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use one of my the prone arrow. I can't remember what it's called.
Walloping,
Walloping?
Walloping
yeah.
arrow?
Walloping. Yeah, it's a low chance, but
So 29, right? 'Cause you said inspiration.
yeah,
So
You
yeah,
can crit in
that
this
would
game,
crit.
baby.
So
Okay.
she is going to use her reaction to half this, which would be 8, 13, 25, 39 halved is 19? Yeah, 19 damage. Alright. So she and you are both badly wounded now. Or near death, I
Yeah.
should say.
Is a DC 10 strength check, I think. Well, save.
Oh yeah, walloping. Yeah, she is not knocked prone.
Of course, expected. Let me double check something. Would my gloves of missile snaring work if I didn't see the attack coming? Let me link it. I know my uncanny doesn't work because I didn't see it, but I don't know if the gloves work.
Let's see. Yeah, though generally at this point it would probably be too late because you would had to have done it before I rolled damage.
Okay.
Because yeah, it doesn't say you have to see the attack. It just says when a ranged weapon attack hits you while you're wearing them.
Alright then. My turn's done.
Alright. This gladiator. Does he try to go for Magnus or Resin? Resin, what's your AC at? 16?
Correct.
Okay.
Much scary.
Resin is also at 16, but he knows you have that magic that keeps knocking his attacks back. He's gonna go for... Yeah, he's gotta try to free his friend. He's gonna go for Magnus. So, Shield Bash. 19.
I haven't taken a turn since the last cast, so I think my shield is still active. Is it not?
It lasts until your next turn.
It does.
So if you haven't had your next turn, you
Yes.
used it before, it should be good.
Well, no, I think your turn did
Trying to
come up,
remember what the
though.
timing was.
I
'Cause-
think it's been your
Though
turn.
the reaction's cleared, yeah, so it's fine.
Yeah,
the
'cause
turn
you
clear's
magic
already
missiled.
active, so.
Yeah.
Shield.
Alright, so you spend another first level spell, knocking away the attack. He's going to switch over to Resin, doing a shield bash on you now. But he will miss, and 25 will get you, though. Doing 10 bludgeoning, and I need a strength save.
Wait, how
So
much
you
do they
are
have?
not knocked prone, but you do take 10 damage. So that is it for him. Her turn over here. She is gonna move 15, 20, 30 into the darkness back here. So I think she's invisible again. And she's going to take another shot at Deska, unfortunately. What's your AC? 16. I think that would hit you, yep. So she, she does have sneak attack. Because you are technically, or she's technically invisible right now. 6, 8. 14 points of damage. Not a very good roll, but I think that still does down you.
I'm gonna glove it.
Oh, right, the glove. Nice. All right, so you have a moment as the arrow is coming towards you and spend your
Saving
reaction.
myself though. 9 plus. That's 12. So
That's
minus
about-
12.
That's
All right.
about as good as you can get on that roll.
So that would mean you only took, what, 4 damage?
Yeah, so I'm still up.
So you are still up. Unfortunately, she does get a second attack. Uh, 17, yep, that's gonna get you. No sneak attack this time, luckily. For 10 points of damage.
And then I go down. Yep.
Alright, so you fall off of the ceiling there.
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah, because she's 20 feet up.
Yeah, I have to be at.
Okay.
And I believe that is one failed death save, because you took damage falling down. So you would probably hear Deska cry out as she is struck from the ceiling. Arnis.
Well. Fine. So I can see this spot here. So I'm going to teleport there.
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 30, 35. I see Deska down.
I assume so. Right? You can
I have
see her
lights
from
on,
there.
So
Yeah, I've got the
Yeah.
goggles on. So
And she's
the
got a
light.
light stone, yeah.
Yeah, so I run to her.
Yeah.
I can't see this other crazy lady anywhere, can I?
From there, I don't think so, no. Yeah, she'd be outside your range with the goggles.
Then I'm going to drag Deska back behind.
Oh, wait.
the wall.
I guess you'd hear her, technically, because she's not hiding right now, so you think she's over here.
It's too far. All right.
You say you're dragging Deska?
Yeah, I'm going to drag her behind these rocks.
So
So double movement, right?
if you drag her, that would be your action, because you'd be grabbing her. Although, no, I guess that would be item interaction. She's
she's
technically an object. Well, no, she's still alive, though. She's not dead yet. So yeah,
Dead yet?
not dead yet. So yeah, you would have to grab her and drag her, so that would be your action. So I don't think you'd be able to stabilize her if you did that. So I don't know if you want to move her or try to stabilize her first. I guess moving her would be a little safer. How much movement do you have left?
25 movement left because I run my normal's 50.
All right, so yeah,
I could drag her to this spot here at least.
yeah,
Behind the
sure.
rocks.
I mean, yeah, she's prone, so she would have full cover there. So we'll say you do drag her back one,
One more.
and
The
you.
stone goes with her, all right?
No, it's on the ground over there.
Oh, because she dropped it.
Yeah.
And I guess that's all I can do if that's gonna take up all my action. I can't stabilize her.
I'll say that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll say because she isn't technically dead. So yeah, you had to. Oh no, you know what? I'll say you can try to do a healing check. That's fine. If you want to try to stabilize her. Oh well, never mind. Arnis is like, I don't
Can't
know
tell.
what to do, Deska.
Resin!
Don't you die on me. All right, Resin, what are you going to do?
The two wounded gladiators down here, which one looks worse?
Well, this one looks
Like
wounded, and this, you have medicine, right?
Yes.
Which one do you can bonus action to assess one of them. Otherwise, they'd both just look wounded to you. Who are you assessing?
Well, I'll do the one near last.
Okay. So
Like
he
to-
has... that.
All right. Then I am going to toll the dead him.
Dong. Alright. Wisdom save. not as much his strong suit. Oh, yeah, so he takes 17 necrotic damage, and he's looking very wounded.
Dong, da dong, dong, dong.
Anything else?
If I move, I get hit. Don't have a bonus action because I assessed him. So that should be good.
Alright, Ballas.
Alright, now that I'm unmuted. Decided to I'm gonna shoot at the guy right next to Laz.
Alright, so you take a shot with advantage.
I'm gonna use a walloping arrow this time, so I need to actually edit the macro a little, I think.
The best thing to do would be to make a macro for a walloping attack.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you could just minus a walloping arrow from the ones you have. You don't need a macro to do that. Because it would be the same attack as a non-magical. It doesn't get +1 or anything.
Did that roll? Oh, yeah, that stupid public roll thing is...
Yes, 25 would strike. So as he is distracted by Lazarus, you get a shot off. What does he take?
We got a minus
26.
2 for it being a normal arrow load, right?
Why would it -2?
Because it's still using the macro, like it's still taking my +2 arrows.
Oh, well, you don't have a normal firing arrow macro?
I don't have... I think I accidentally deleted it, so I'm trying to find it.
Alright, well that would be -2 to the attack as well. But yeah, you should probably make one for just normal arrows and walloping. But alright, so that would strike. -2 would be 24 damage, which would still be enough to bring him down. As he gets an arrow to the neck.
Oh, Lazarus.
Alright, so that's it for you, Ballas?
No. I'm gonna come here and help out Resin a little, and then that's the end of my turn.
Alright, the gladiator's dead. Lazarus.
Hi. I guess that guy's dead. Let me see. Could I... guess I could come here. Yeah. Lazarus will come here and attack this guy.
Alright, so you rush up, attacking the one that's on Magnus and Resin.
Yeah.
No, he would block the first attack. Dink. No, he blocks them both, keeping you at bay. Anything else?
I do not believe so, no.
The sword says, good work. Smite the infidels. Magnus.
Yes.
How are these two? Which one of these two is looking more injured?
Of Lazarus and the gladiator?
Oh, sorry. I thought that was a gladiator that moved over. There's only
Well,
one gladiator left that isn't hamstered, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
He is looking wounded currently. I think he took I think the magic missile wounded him, so he probably has a bunch of little holes in him from your force blasts.
Yep. I am going to... Shit. I'm going to do what works. I'm going to do the same damn thing again, except this time, since I've used up my 4th level spell slots, I will cast it as level 3. So it's this times 5.
So it's times 5. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, so you blast him for another 20 points of damage.
Yep. And then, just
Which
for
would-
shits and giggles, I'm going to attempt to use my bonus action to push him back 5 feet with my mind.
Alright, so strength save. Nope, he stands firm. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Gladiator is hamster balled. New round, Deska. I need a death save, and you have to whisper this to me. You might want to use inspiration, because you are in danger of a natural 1.
I don't have any inspiration. How do I whisper my?
You just, it's...
I got it.
You got it? Alright.
Yeah. Now how do I do? Wait. This is a dumb question, but how do I do the D20 roll?
So you, I think if you click on your sheet there, it'll just roll the death save for you. Otherwise, you can use the dice tool on the left side of the screen and just select the D20.
Okay, I hope that whispers it then.
Nope.
Oh, I freaking can't with this.
That's fine. So you are okay. I could just roll it for you next time. That's fine.
Thank you.
The Gladiator goes. He is going to go for Magnus again, hoping to free his buddy. Shield Bash. Nope. Shield Bash. Oh, 21.
Yeah, I mean, I could shield, but then that would match it.
Yeah, it would still hit you. So 7 bludgeoning and con and strength save.
All right, strength save first.
Okay, so you stay on your feet.
Con
You have a
save.
+4. You have a +4.
All right.
So that'll be a 13 con save then.
So luckily, you would make it holding the spell. And finally, a spear stab. 24 is going to get you.
Yep.
So another 11 points of damage. And another con save.
Con save.
Yeah. Luckily, again, the +4 will keep you from losing the spell. That is it for the Gladiator. The lady goes.
Feeling awfully tankish for a wizard here.
Yeah. Arnis. She's gonna fire at you. Because you're not technically prone. Oh, crit. Ouch. Because technically she has advantage because you can't see her.
By the way, Raven, I don't know if you're doing this on purpose, but we haven't been able to see her rolls.
No, I didn't set up macros for her because, like I said, I wasn't expecting this fight necessarily. So I have her stats, I just don't have them macroed in the game.
Yeah, I fucked up. I fucking forgot my first feat I took was alert, so I shouldn't have been getting fucking hit with sneak attack damage.
Oh, right. Yeah, I completely forgot about that because you. Well, yeah, because even if she's invisible,
She can't gain advantage.
yeah, she doesn't have advantage. Interesting. Okay. So Arnis. Let's see. 6, 5.
Matrix the shit out of this, Arnis.
Well, she's fucked. Because I am going to kill her.
48 points of damage.
That's nothing. I'm fine.
Alright, she's then gonna move. Oh, wait, second shot. Phew. That didn't crit, but an 19. Alright, well, I'll let you do the 48 damage to yourself first.
No, I took 40. I didn't take 48.
Your token doesn't reflect that. Did you minus it already?
Trying to.
Oh,
we
there it
go.
goes. Alright. So second shot would strike you. But
You said it was a 19?
yes. You got something for that?
So it meets, but I've got cover. So I don't know where she is, but I don't know if you're counting cover here.
I am. She has sniper. So she ignores cover. Oh, and, yeah. Did you, account for your temp HP?
No, I did not.
Alright, so you can minus that and give yourself 10. So... That is 10 points extra of damage from the second shot. And she's gonna go. Back more into the cave. Alright, that's it for her. Arnis.
I am going to grab Deska, and we're going to step of the wind to here.
Can you teleport with someone?
It doesn't say one way or another.
Cool. Could you link Step of the Wind?
Sure. It's lovely because it just says Step of the Wind in Roll20, but there it is.
So what's giving you the teleport? I think
Sorry.
that might be a different ability.
I used the wrong phrase. I've reverted back to confusing.
Because I know with a bunch of spells you can teleport with a person, but I think with this ability it might just be you. The shadow step
Shadow
thing.
step. Yeah.
Yeah.
So from the shadow step into another when you are in dim light.
It's one shadow to another.
I mean, she's not moving. She'd be like a heavy backpack at this point.
Well, she's technically still a creature. She's not an object yet. So I don't think you can teleport with her, unless it says that.
Not an object yet.
If she becomes dead, then she's an object, technically, and then you can then you can just sling her over your back.
Specifies anything about taking things with you.
It doesn't specify anything about taking things.
Yeah, so usually if you could
Step.
take someone, it'll say you and up to X creatures, like it does with Dimension Door or any of those, or yeah. So I'm guessing you probably can't pull her with you through the shadows. It would just be
carry
you.
her.
Yeah, so if you disappeared with her on your shoulder, she would just fall to the ground. Because she would technically be a creature right now.
Additional death save.
Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah.
So you could try to bandage her, or yeah, like pull her back more and bandage her. I don't think you could teleport with her.
All right, move us all
Get a
back.
1 on this next roll, and it's gonna be all fine.
All right. I'm going to scream for Resin again, because for some reason...
Resin! It's like out of a war movie. Get over here, Resin! She's dying!
I mean, she did just shoot me through a 20-foot tall rock. So, I'm going to drag Deska back further, so that'd be 10.
Alright, so you drag her.
30,
Yeah.
40. This would be 50 to there. So that's where I drag her, so I guess that puts me here, right?
Okay, yeah.
If I drag her, 50 puts me there, and then I'm going to medicine check again. Yelling for Resin.
Resin, help! Alright, so
Dead.
you attempt to stabilize her using some bandages.
Deska's dead-ish.
Oh!
That's a fail, bro. Now I gotta save again. Look what you did.
Artis is desperately trying to get her bleeding to stop. It's not working! Nothing's
Bird is good for
working!
packing a wound, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you pee on the wound, right? That's a thing, I think. I heard that somewhere.
I just desecrated
All
my
right.
body.
All right. I'm going to hold Deska up in front of me while I wait for my...
What do I have? I have dirt and I have spit. Here you go.
Don't you die on me! Deska! Alright, that's it for
all I
you.
can really do.
Resin. You hear Arnis screaming for you.
All right, I'm going to take the attack of opportunity.
Oh, you're getting shield bashed. Hang on.
You ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere!
Nowhere.
Alright.
Got 5 minutes with me.
Oh, he misses. Lucky.
Oh my God.
So let's see,
Alright.
10, 15,
5
so
minutes of playtime.
25 movement to get here.
And then
Yep.
I'm going to do Mass Healing Word.
Oh.
Goodness.
Alright, so some more healing magic.
Everybody heals by 7, right?
and-
Yes.
Everyone heals by 7. Deska, you heal by max.
Oh, what's your max?
So 9.
That would be 9, yeah. So go ahead and link the spell. Spend the spend the resource, and Deska comes back from the brink.
I never thought she'd wake up with me holding her in her arms.
And then
Where does dirt come from?
Yeah, why? Why? Who peed on me? What's going on?
Why is there a tourniquet around my neck?
It's like choking her. It's like, what's going on? Yeah, go ahead.
told
Sorry.
the dad,
Autoerotic resurrection.
All right, resurrection. All right, so you do toll the dead on this guy here. So wisdom save
Wait, which one of these guys is in a force bubble?
24. The one here. So this guy is very near death. He says, "Wait, I give up." That's it for you, Resin. Right?
You guys are literally gonna kill us. Shut
Yep.
the fuck up.
Malice.
Kill him.
So he says he surrenders, but yeah, you can do whatever you want.
we don't take surrender.
No, you were
Can
gonna take.
No prisoners. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh no.
Technically, we do need one.
can I like kick him in the face and knock him out?
Well, you can, if you want, with a melee attack, you can choose to do subdual damage instead of killing.
I'd like to
Okay.
think that Raven's keeping like a karma counter somewhere for the Gucci gang. That number is really low.
I've seen the worst of humanity. I've seen heroes turn into villains. The bloodlust
You have no
takes
idea.
them.
You have no
I mean,
idea.
Kill them, take their guts, hang them on the walls. I'm like, oh my god.
The last time we encountered these guys,
Torture them.
we had an assassin in the background, and I was like, I'd
Oh.
punch him, surrender. He'd say yes. I punch him again, surrender. I punch him again.
There is no surrender. Alright, so you're going to try to knock him out. Go ahead, give me an attack.
I'm trying to. My character sheet is refusing to load.
I love how every one of these enemies we fight, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna kill you." Wait! Stop! I give up.
I mean, to be fair, you guys did just pull a healer out of your butt at the last minute. Otherwise, it may have been
Always
close.
there.
That was our pocket healer.
Yeah.
We
And
killed
Cannon,
their
he was there. He was just slow.
wizard, their assassin, a whole bunch of shit. I'm gonna attack him with my short sword.
Yeah,
They're
they were
efficient,
there.
I
but
got
not
a
last
weapon.
long.
Didn't
Alright,
catch his
so
bullet.
that would strike him, and you said you were doing subdual damage?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so just roll your sneak attack and all your damage. Alright, so 21, and what's the normal damage?
The D6.
Oh wait, are there a bunch?
Well,
Alright.
It,
So I'll just take the
Back
first
up.
one. 21 plus 5, 26. So you kind of crack him on the side of the head. He spins around, falling over unconscious. Ugh.
So,
Anything else?
no. I'll just tie him up with my rope and that's it.
Alright, well, you have to wait to tie him up, but he's probably not going anywhere. Lazarus, what are you going to do? Stab him on the
Let's
ground.
just yeah.
No.
No prisoners!
No.
We got the guy in the ball, right? Oh, what are you actually doing? I'm having too much
This is
fun
gonna
with
come
that.
up here.
Okay.
I don't see
So
the bitch.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20. No, you see Deska kind of on the ground, pretty badly wounded. Harness next to her. But no, you don't see the woman anywhere. Oh yeah, Arnis looks wounded too. He has a couple of arrows sticking out of his shoulder that are causing him to bleed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my full 20 lay on hands on myself.
So you slow a bit as you do lay on hands. Oh, are you at 2 levels of exhaustion?
Yes, I am.
Oh, so you
Oh,
are
my
at half
is
speed. Yeah, so you're back
Yeah,
here.
okay, let me.
As he stumbles over.
Like, ugh, as you're limping down the hallway. Like, I
Oh,
guess,
this hole.
yeah. No, that's the ceiling. I just don't have a good way of, yeah. All right, so you lay on hands, feeling a bit better. Anything
Not
else?
wounded anymore. No, that's it.
All right, Magnus.
How many rounds do I have? I have 6 rounds left on my hamster ball.
Yes. Maybe? Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so. I have
counting it down.
a timer on him too, so I think we both did the
You had it
Yeah.
for 10 rounds, which is correct. It's in 1 minute, right? So
yeah.
but you know, somebody's gonna have to do something with him, right? You know, shit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm gonna do?
he is unwounded, so he might come out swinging.
I'm gonna start pushing him over, and I'm gonna use him as cover. So I'm just gonna push the little hamster ball over this way. Let me see if I can get the movement right. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna push him. I'm gonna go over here.
You
I'm
know,
gonna roll Dudamus over. You know, using him as cover, trying to get him in front of Resin so he has cover.
okay. All right, so you roll him up this way.
Well, I guess I can't push him, you know, that far. So I'm just going to use my telekinetic bonus action to push him, which I don't think he can do a contested roll right now because he's in the hamster ball. I'm just going to push him 5 more feet to the left so that Resin has partial cover.
All right. For his turn, he's gonna start rolling himself. 30.
Actually, can't you just stop him?
No, he only gets half movement.
Oh, is it
That's
half
30.
movement? All right,
15
so
feet, yeah.
yeah, he'll use a dash to do the 30 then, since he can't take actions anyway. So he just kind of rolls away. He's like, because you can't really grab the force ball, I think, right? You're just all sort of pushing against each other.
Yeah, it's like, I guess it would be an opposed push, but contested.
Yeah, alright, sure, we could do strength checks to see if you could stop him. So give me a strength check.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you going? Alright, yep, so,
He's
he
just slip
is-
sliding around the smooth force ball.
here. Alright, new round, Deska.
She can't get away. I'm gonna stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda wanna go after her, not gonna lie.
That worked so well for you.
Well, now that I know I won't take as much damage, it's okay now. I shouldn't have taken it the first way. I fucked up. I'll just regroup with the team, I guess. I'm not gonna chase her, so.
Alright, Gladiator is unconscious. The woman does stuff. Arnis.
Go after her too.
We can actually... Well, no, because the guy in the hamster ball needs to be dealt with. I was going to say we could drop out of combat, but... He,
Can the guy on the hamster ball hear things?
yeah, it's just a force wall. It doesn't stop sound.
Hey! Surrender!
Give me a... I guess persuasion?
Persuasion. Now this should be good. Hopefully it's probably going to land in the same place Deska's medical check did.
Alright, he just bangs his spear against his shield in response. Then probably falls over because he's in a force ball.
Should have lied.
Anything else?
Yeah, fuck it. I kicked the ball. I don't care how far it rolls.
Alright, anything else?
Yeah, how far is the ball roll?
I don't know if... Well, it's weird because... I don't know, this
It doesn't
ball is
specify,
odd. Like, does it have weight from him? Is it just like a volleyball that just kind of flies around? I
I think it's your call, Raven.
All right, so you kick the ball. Maybe it moves a little. Wow, like over here.
Okay, then I take a step and I kick it again.
You only get one kick.
No,
I
I
guess-
don't. I get 2 attacks.
I guess you can multi-attack the ball. All right, so you kick it again. It goes here.
coming, we flurry of blows him. Okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
keep
yeah.
point?
Just
Yeah,
keep
fuck
jump
really.
kicking the ball.
No,
All
I'm
right,
done. I'm done now. Yeah, I
hate
won.
this. All right, Resin, what are you gonna do?
Oh God, I don't know. Can spells go into the ball?
He's it's kind of like a force wall except lower level.
Lower level, yeah.
I think
Can
he
only
can.
be dispelled with a disintegrate.
Yeah, the same as force wall. I think he can. If he had teleport, he could get out, but I don't think. Yeah, otherwise he's stuck.
No spell effect can pass the wall, so you can't teleport in or out of it either.
All right.
I have nothing. I mean, I'm gonna move. Is everyone actually wounded? Who's wounded?
Oh yeah.
I'm not wounded anymore. I just
Okay, so
I
you
forgot
just,
to take it off.
okay. Then we'll do mass healing word again, I guess. That's what I can do.
Wait, did I get the 7 from earlier?
You sure did.
Okay, so I get that plus 13. Cool.
All right. Any
And then I'll take dodge just while in here because I'm not running off after them.
Ballast.
I'm gonna. Where's the rolling guy at?
You think you heard him over here somewhere?
Can I drag his unconscious body to the ball?
Oh, this guy? Yeah, sure. So you kind of move him over this way. Yeah. Anything else?
No, I want to drag it to him. Can I bonus action dash with him?
You would probably be. What's your strength?
9.
I mean, he's like 300 pounds, so you probably would be heavily encumbered if you were trying to move him.
Can I try?
So I would guess then that you could move at half speed. So if you dashed, so you moved 20 feet already, so you could go another 20 feet, I think. Wait, you moved 10 feet, so yeah, it's 20. So you could go another, like, 20 feet, because your movement's 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
you
can
could
do
probably drag him another 20 feet. Okay,
That's about how far away this is.
okay.
I still have a light source. Actually, no, I forgot to pick that. That's fine. I would look at the guy and put a knife up to his friend's hand, and I would write on the floor, surrender or he dies.
It would probably take you a moment to write that much.
Yes.
So I don't think you could do that, finish that during this turn. So Lazarus, what are you doing? You see Ballast scribbling something on the floor in front of the force ball guy up there.
This is as far as I can move.
Okay.
And that's it.
So you limp up. You could dash if you want to move again.
I guess I could, yeah. Might as well. It's up to here.
Magnus. So you know your spell is about halfway through with the force ball.
I guess. And there's, so Magnus is just going to say, should I drop the force ball? Where's the archer chick? And then I'm gonna ready an action so that if she does show up, I'm gonna ready an action. Yeah, I'm gonna ready an action for if she does show up to be able to cast cantrip.
You would have to concentrate on that because it would be a spell. So that would break the force ball.
Okay, well then I'll just ask the question and wait.
Okay. The gladiator is looking around. He sees Ballas writing something. He sees his friend unconscious. He's just gonna ready an action, I guess. Deska.
She says she's gonna take the dodge action. She stepped away.
Okay. Arnis.
I say we just surround this turd and give him a chance to surrender. I say that. And I can walk over to like here. And I'm going to push him into this little next to the other gladiator.
All right. I'll say opposed strength check because he does not want to be moved.
And then I kick him again.
I'll say it's still just going to be opposed strength checks to try to move him. So he is going to try to stop you from moving him because the spell is kind of ambiguous. So strength.
I kicked him last time when he moved. I guess he just likes to be kicked. Oops.
So he is holding firm if you try to move him.
Fucking kick him again then, dick.
It just wouldn't work this round. It would just be a strength check. So he would prevent you from moving him this turn.
Well, I guess. I say we surround him and kill him. If he's going to be an asshole, that's what I say.
Right.
She's out there somewhere, so I mean, she can shoot through fucking 20 foot tall. So,
Resin, what are you gonna do?
I guess I'll surround him.
All right. So where are you standing?
I'm gonna move to here. And I'm gonna take the dodge action, knowing that that lady's somewhere back there in the dark.
All right, Ballas.
All right. I would finish writing out what I'm gonna do. I point down to it. And I put my knife to his friend's throat.
All right. He
And I
will.
put it to it.
He will say, "You're probably going to kill us anyway."
We are not dishonest like they are.
Give me a persuasion check.
He's like basing whether or not he believes me.
Or
based on-
actually, I guess if you're still writing, it would probably take a bit. So we'll say you're writing again, and it'll probably take a round. Lazarus, what are you gonna do? You see Ballas kind of trying to threaten this guy into submission, and he's waiting to read what Ballas is writing. You there, Lazarus?
Oh yeah. I would once again dash and might as well cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Alright, so you use a first level spell and begin concentrating on the shield. Magnus.
I will stop concentrating on the shield.
Alright. So the shield will disappear from him.
And I'm going to hit him with Mind Sliver.
I think he is going to do a reaction as you're casting your new spell. He's going to stab at Resin. The spear attack. Resin, luckily you were dodging, you said, even though I know you didn't mark yourself. But yeah, see, 12 would miss. You cast Mind Sliver on him, so it's an int save. No, he would fail, so he takes 7 points of psychic damage. Anything else, Magnus?
Nope.
All right, the gladiator goes. He's gonna go for resin. Wait, is he gonna go for resin? Oh, he sees Deska's very wounded.
I'm dodging though.
He
Okay.
doesn't know that.
Well, he can kind of see if she's on the ready. Same as resin.
We're all on the ready. Just surrender, dude.
I think he will go for ballast then, moving up this way. Resin, you have your weapon out, so you would technically get an Oppie if you want to take it.
Why not?
Alright, so you spend your reaction. 18 will... No, he'll use his reaction to parry that. So he knocks it back. And then he's going to go for ballast. As you're drawing on the floor, suddenly the shield comes down. You're like, oh crap, as he comes at you. 17, I think, hits you. So 8 bludgeoning and a strength save.
Fun.
What the?
Alright.
Alright, oh, good roll. So you take 8 points of bludgeoning, but you are not knocked prone. In frustration, he's just going to stab at you with his spear for the other 2 attacks. 19, I think, is going to get you.
Yep.
Did you take the 8?
I'm trying to, but I want to see what your rolls are too.
So, what do you mean trying to see what the rolls are?
Like I was trying to see like how much like you rolled to see if I'm gonna take damage in a second or not.
Oh, I meant for the first attack. Did you take that 8 points?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay. So he will try to stab you for 13. You want to uncanny that?
Yes, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Alright, so you spend your reaction, kind of rolling with the hit, taking 6. And then he will miss with the second attack. New round, Deska.
Deska's gonna sigh and take out her dagger. And sharpshooter throw it at this.
Yeah.
Steady aim.
Alright, so you steady aim, throwing your dagger. With advantage.
18.
Yeah, 18 will get him. Because he can't... Well, he already used his reaction anyway. 36. Alright. He did not like that, but he still doesn't look wounded. Arnis.
That's my turn.
I don't get flanked from here, do I?
No, you could step up here, though, and flank.
I could, but I want to kind of give Laz the big damage to with a chance to do that. Well, actually, I can move after I strike him, so step up here, take 2 pokes.
Alright, he takes some punching. 21 strikes for 10. 16 will just hit. Can't parry it, so he takes another 10. Here's someone crunching.
Very
He
crunchy.
is wounded. Ugh. As you
Okay,
come up
so
behind him, landing several nasty hits to his back.
Then I'm going to step over here, resin Laz, and step in and give him a fucking dash.
Alright,
That's
resin.
it. That's it.
That's funny. You think Resin's gonna step
I was
in?
about to say, that's what we know resin for. You let him have it, buddy.
Come in and get the cheap shot.
Oh, he's just
Okay.
gonna use magic. He's just gonna melt him with necrotic energy. Wah, wah, wah. Ah! He takes 19 and is badly wounded.
Gonna move up there.
Hey.
Okay, Ballas. Ballas goes in for the flank.
You were muted, Bella.
Sorry, I muted because I forgot to mute earlier. I was eating pretzels.
Oh, I want
know.
pretzels.
They're good. All right. So just let me link that. It's like, will load.
Alright, so you step in flanking this guy, giving you flank, use insightful fighting, which he doesn't look very deceptive. No, he is not very deceptive. I don't think he even fail that.
I have a plus 11 to insight.
Yeah, so you would have advantage in flank.
All right, I'm gonna be swinging at him with my short sword. Okay, it keeps asking me to submit every time I roll. That's getting annoying.
If you just set it back to non... Is it for whispering?
Yeah.
If you just set it back to not whisper, it'll... Or, I don't know. I'm not sure why it's asking you to submit. That's weird. Alright, 14. He is near death. Ugh. But he is still up. Anything else?
Nope.
Lazarus.
There's the sky ride. We'll laugh it. We'll come up here. And swing. No, fuck.
Alright, he
And so-
blocks with the first, although the second hit lands. Doing 13. He is very wounded. With
Not
several
dead yet.
stabs and slashes on him, but he's barely keeping it together. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright, Magnus.
I'm gonna blast him with a firebolt.
Alright, so you chant summoning fire energy, and you indeed would blast him.
Why did the damage roll?
If you
Clicked on this spell.
Yeah, you click on Firebolt, it'll... Alright,
there it goes.
16. He is seared. And he goes down.
It was a crazy damage roll.
Alright, so at this point, I'll say we drop out of the initiatives. What do you all want to do?
Y'all are making me want to go back to the Dwarven Kingdom.
Let's
Oh,
let's
the
go
other
back
one
to
left.
somewhere we can
We're
take a
the
long
ones
rest.
making you want to go back. I don't think that's really an option, considering they also still have Cav and Weston. And
Yeah.
we came
The other
here
one
to go-
left.
All
Well,
of the
It looks like she...
Yeah. She ran.
Yeah, it looks like she fled. Unfortunately, they did kill all the prisoners.
Oh, that's right. They kill all the prisoners if they wake up the get around the corner, and then we need to wake up the asshole. That's what we need to do.
Oh,
Ballas
you
is
did
gonna
knock
sigh.
a
And he's
guy.
gonna... Ballas is gonna sigh and he's gonna like squat, hold, carry this guy. Not very well, and then just throw him back down on the ground and keep dragging him.
Alright.
You tie him up, I hope.
Oh yeah, I already did.
He hasn't been tied up yet, but you
Oh.
could definitely tie him up now. Because that would have been an action. Do you have rope?
Yes.
Okay, so you use your rope to tie his hands. You gonna tie his legs as well, or just like tie his hands behind his back or something?
I'll tie his neck to his legs too. Prevent
Okay.
him from kicking.
So you tie him up pretty tight. Yeah, what are you all gonna do?
I think we need to go into the lab, guys, because we can't go that way because she's out there. She
I'm
escaped.
gonna go over to the evoker and see what's on his body.
Yeah, but be careful, Arnis. The guy was retreating in there, so we don't know who's in there.
Well, you also know that she was badly wounded, so it would be, unless she got healing, it would be dangerous for her to attack.
Yeah, we can't stay here.
Alright, so you're searching the bodies. The evoker has... he has a couple of things.
Oh yeah, the assassin as well. I got you before you could do anything. I forgot you existed.
Assassin the evoker.
So the evoker has a components pouch. He has a spell book. He has 50 gold pieces of arcane components. And what else does he have? He has a pearl worth 100 gold pieces. Hearing someone crunching again.
Crunchy.
50 GP components. Let me just make sure I record this.
Yeah, I'm writing it down in my inventory too.
Components, pouch, spell book.
It said 50 GP of arcane components.
Yeah. And a 100 GP pearl.
Yep.
And let me do... So I'll just give you a quick rundown of the spells he has too. In his spell book. So those are his spells in the spell book.
Got it.
Other than that, he doesn't seem to have anything. I mean, I guess he has his focus, which would be the components pouch. The assassin has 4 uses of drow poison.
That's all, Deska.
Yeah, he would have. Looks like he has some gold on him. Who's taking the evoker stuff? Is that all just going to?
I assume either Resin or Magnus.
Yeah, which one of you took that? Is that
Magnus,
Magnus?
Yeah.
You recorded it? Okay.
I got the pearl, I got the components, and I got the spellbook.
The assassin has 80 gold pieces worth... Well, he has 80 gold pieces in a pouch. 4 uses of drow poison. He would have a very nice looking light crossbow. As well as a short sword. Yeah, the light crossbow looks like it might be masterworked.
Can I take the light crossbow?
But yeah, who's taking what? Just so I make sure it gets recorded.
I would like
I'll
that
let
crossbow.
What?
Say
I
again.
would like that crossbow.
You would like that crossbow?
Take it, yeah.
Well, there's 2 people who want it now. So, who's taking it?
I'm cool with just letting Arnis have it.
Okay, so Arnis, you take the light crossbow. Could be magical. Could just be masterworked. It's hard to tell. It does feel very light in your hands. The assassin also has 20 bolts on him, crossbow bolts.
It does. I'll take that.
And of course, he has his armor, which I believe is studded leather.
Ooh, can I take that? I'm pretty squishy.
Yo, Ballas, I think you could use some
Sure.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to pull the armor off him, it's like a black studded leather armor. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
And the short sword just looks like a normal short sword. But yeah, that's it for him. So yeah, take what you will of that. Just just make sure you tell me who's taking what. Who
I
took
put
the?
Would go for the poison, but
Yeah.
nothing else.
So you took the 4 poison uses. What about the 80 gold? Was that taken by someone or put in the party treasury?
I just
would
added.
give it- Yeah,
I would- I
give
just
it
took
to
it-
Resin.
I put it in the treasury.
Okay. And the gladiators pretty much just have their armaments, which is a spear, a shield, and like a helmet. They would have 40 gold pieces among them. So they do have some
Alright.
money on them.
Just add it. Are
it-
their shields any better than regular shields?
No, just normal shields +2.
Raven, I'm looking through my notes and I think I didn't record it. I should have, but the avocation spellbook that we found in that secret room, it said it had every evocation spell up to a certain level. Do you remember what level that was?
What game is this from?
What game?
Yeah,
It was-
do you
it was
remember the
awesome.
session? Because I could look
It was,
back in my notes.
It was a probably was a couple months ago now. Probably it was. I don't remember the session. That I
Alright,
picked
let
up,
me
but I just have it in
take
my
a
inventory.
quick look and see if I find it.
It was the room that we fought the Iron Golem in. And that was
Where
the
was
spell book
that?
that was in that room.
Let me see. See if I can do a quick search. Spellbook, Evocation Spellbook, Everlasting Spellbook, Session 60. I think that's it.
Yeah, it's called. I have it labeled as Evocation Spellbook in my inventory. So.
Okay. What label is that? Weird. Oh, okay. I think this is this was magical, right? Like you sensed a magic aura from this?
Yep. And
So
it was an everlasting spellbook item with.
yeah, I think it's called an enduring spellbook. I might have labeled
Oh,
it wrong. But it would have did I say it had every evocation spell in it?
That's what I recall, but my memory, is, what it is when you get into your mid-40s. So I didn't write it down, which is why I'm asking.
Let's say second level. It'll have evocation spells up to second level in it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. 'Cause I don't think I wrote it down either. And I am also, well, I'm in my early 40s, but yeah, I also don't remember anything. So what else? Yeah, so yeah, it doesn't seem like they have much else on them. Unfortunately, if they had any maps or information, the woman may have had them. The ranger, I should say.
Let's go and say, Arnis, if you want to go in there, that's fine, but just know that there's probably more people in there.
Yeah, you mean like more innocent people?
No, like
We've
more
already
still
gotten-
shadowed, dumbass.
We've already gotten 6 innocent people killed. You're willing to let the other people die as well? Tell me that's who you are now, or let's go.
That's not talking to you, because you seem not to listen.
Well, yeah, what does everyone want to do?
And the only
Where's the-
thing aside from going inside the tunnel, there's no other options up. No one's had any ideas, so
I wake the guy up.
The whole point that we're here for the lab. What's the purpose for us being at the lab?
They were trying to
To
rescue people.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
so they
the
obviously still have 2 of our people somewhere. They're probably in the laboratory facility. I would assume
go.
if she was here guarding.
Correct.
yeah, unfortunately, the negotiations didn't go so well.
Thank
I
you,
wake
Leslie.
up though. I start shaking the unconscious guy.
So being at negatives, I think he needs healing to be awoken, just like as if he were unconscious from damage.
Resin.
Or he needs a couple hours. I think he'll wake up on his own in a few hours.
We don't have.
I mean-
It's TV unconscious rules, not concussion, brain damage unconscious rules. It's like,
So,
what?
like, he needs a healing. He needs a hit point back, or he needs like. Could I?
Yeah, he needs to either be brought up to 1 hit point, or he needs like a few hours, and he'll wake up on his own.
Laz, do you
How
have a
it-
single hit point?
People are still pretty hurt, right?
I think you.
Yes.
Well, I don't think anyone's actually wounded at this point. If you're above half health,
I
you're
am
more
near
tired.
death.
Oh, well, except Deska then. Everyone else looks like they're just tired. Deska's like, yeah, Deska's got some issues.
Yeah, I'm at 35 hit points. So
Okay, so let's all kind of come together, and I'll do a prayer of healing, and then that
10
I'll
minute.
include. Yeah.
All right, so
And then
you're
I'll
trying.
include him.
Yeah, you're trying to pass 10 minutes here. Let me see.
So guys, why
But of course, I'm going to be looking at Laz and saying,
guys,
Lazarus is in rough shape.
guys,
What?
why don't we all gather around the wounded guy instead of dragging the wounded guy to rest? Just gonna throw that.
We don't care for this man. Just drag him over here.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're trying to pass 10 minutes. Is anyone doing... Well, hang on, because I have to see if anything... You're not in a safe place, so there could be things happening. Is anyone doing anything in this 10 minutes? Alright, so the time passes. You would all gain 12. And you're healing the guy, too?
Yeah, we'll bring him conscious.
Alright. He comes to, looking around, trying to grab for his weapon instinctively, realizing he's tied up.
You surrendered, dumbass. Where are the prisoners?
They have them at the camp, I believe.
Where's the camp?
He says, they are in the caves, to the north of here. I can lead you there. You
right.
just need to promise that you will honor your agreement to take me prisoner. No harm.
Alice will not kill you.
Are
How
you
many people in
trying?
your camp?
Are you trying to be deceptive? Like, I'm not going to kill you. He's going to kill you.
No, I'm just
Okay.
saying Valis is going to kill you.
Valis
Valis.
says, I get dibs on prisoner. I decide what we do with him.
You write that or you say that?
I would write that. I
Right,
always
you
write it.
scribble it on a scroll that you have. He says, you must guarantee my safety, and I will help you if you do.
You'll be safe.
And Valis would nod.
He says, fine, I can lead you there. So you asked him how many there were there? He would say, there are only a few left. We only had a couple stay behind when we came back here. And of course, he looks around to try to find the ranger's body. He says, probably about 4 if she got back.
How many prisoners did you have?
He says, we had these here, and we had the more rowdy ones we left at the camp. We assumed we'd bump into you and maybe negotiate for a prisoner exchange.
I'm asking for a number.
He says, 2. We had 2 others.
Was one a Minotaur?
Look at
He says, yes, a Minotaur and a human, I believe.
What do you think, Laz?
Lazarus looks angry and distant, like if he's thinking. Essentially, in his mind, he is picturing himself killing that ranger girl.
You also look tired and
Yes.
like
I'm not wounded, I'm just very tired.
staggering. Yeah. Double exhaustion.
Yeah, he's got some lingering wounds from his fighting, but yeah, he just looks tired otherwise.
I guess we bring this sack of potatoes back to the buggy.
I mean, Magnus is going to say, eyeing Lazarus, going to say, I think we need to rest as well.
Yeah, that's why I say go back to the buggy. We can rest while Nathaniel
He
moves
says,
us north.
They haven't killed him yet.
if I were to guess, he says, she's probably making her way back towards Candle with the prisoner for reinforcements.
They haven't killed them yet. They obviously
We-
want to use them as negotiation leverage.
They're camped
Hello.
outside of Campbell.
Candle is is the camp?
Well, Candle is the community. They were
Yeah.
camped in the
Right.
caves.
That's where all of
Oh.
them are.
Yeah.
Outside of the community.
Well, according to what this guy just said, there are, what did he say? There were 4 of them here. You assume, I mean, you know for a fact they have some reinforcements back in Candle because you saw them in the marketplace.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I guess we just go back to the buggy and we start
Well,
back to Candle.
the thing is, we know we could beat them back to Candle with the buggy. The question we have to ask is, are we gonna try to stop them before they get reinforcements? Because we'll get reinforcements.
Well, to do that,
So they-
you'd have to track them because there's no way. I mean, I guess there's a chance
We
you
could
could
beat them
randomly
back to
bump into them in the
Candle.
caves, but it's very unlikely.
If
My
we head
thinking
straight
is
back to
that
Candle, how
we
long
go
will that
back
trip
to
take?
Candle.
Go ahead. I'll say Magnus. You can go first. What were you saying?
It's just how long will the trip take? How long did the trip from Candle to the lab take?
The buggy makes it, or I should say the machine makes it quicker. It is usually, let me see. Usually takes a day with navigating. I think using the machine, it only takes like 6 hours. Rather than like 12. So basically cuts the travel time in half. Like
like,
usually you could use, you could go 1 square on the map a day. With the machine, you can go 2 squares.
Like Deska's saying, right? We could. It's going to take them a day to get back if the camp is outside Candle in the caves, right? Or
Probably,
less
yeah.
than
Unless they
that. It'll
have
take us 6 hours to
a
get back.
really good pathfinder.
Yeah, and then on top of that, we know we can beat them back. We either go back and cut them off, and even then, potentially we could rest on the way back in the buggy since Nathaniel's driving, and then have some type of recuperation, and then still be able to cut them off before they get back to town.
Yep.
Because otherwise, they're just going to get more reinforcements, and we won't be able to fight them.
Alright, so you're heading towards the machine to try to use it to get there first and rest while you're in it.
Sounds like it.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
Plus
a
an
good
additional
idea.
2 hours on, once we get there, to make sure that it's a full 8-hour long rest.
Well, I think for the long rest, you would have to wait until tomorrow morning. But you could take a short rest in the buggy. Because it takes, it would take the 8 hours in sleeping, and you can only benefit from that once every 24, which would be 7 a.m. tomorrow. But, alright, so you head back to the machine. Nathaniel, and I assume you're bringing this prisoner with you?
Yes.
Okay. Nathaniel would open up the doors. He says, did you not find the recruits?
Oh, we found them. They're dead.
Oh, did you bring their bodies?
Yeah, I think we could say we brought them. Or like, yeah.
Okay, so he says,
Yeah,
oh,
we
that's
should.
too bad. Alright, so you bring them into the machine, and Nathaniel says, where are we headed?
Home.
Back to Candle.
Alright,
Sweet.
where is Nathaniel's sheet? Okay, he's here. Alright, so you all start the machine and begin moving through the caves. You can spend a short rest if you want to benefit from it. One of your short rests.
Real quick, I don't know if you would have any intelligence on this, but I would go to Resin and see if I could get my iron snake out of his bag of holding.
The party treasury?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought he was the one who had it on him.
Resin, do you have the iron snake in the bag of holding?
It's not
So there
listed
you
in here, but I wasn't here, so I don't know if it
Well,
was
this
supposed
is
to go in.
this was from a
This
while
is-
ago, I think.
Yeah. We were fighting Slads. It was down to 1 hit point, so we just put it in the bag of holding until I thought I could see if I could get it fixed.
I don't think I was there for that. I don't remember that. So
I think
I
it
don't
was
think it got
something
added
that
in.
Raven just let me do because
I
it was easy.
remember, but I'll say it's back at the base at this point because that would have probably been really heavy, and I don't know if the bag could have actually held that for too long. So maybe
How heavy is
you
it?
brought it back to base, or I guess maybe you left it on the. Yeah, we just have to make sure we know where we put it. Let's see. Do I have a base thing? I do.
And it's not in there.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So I'll say. We'll say if it went into the bag of holding, then maybe we either left it on the ship or it's back at the house. So yeah, we could
Can we
say
say
it's
it's on
in
the
the ship. That's fine.
So that I want to ask if Nathaniel would have any knowledge on how to fix this thing, if he could build a machine like this.
He says, "Well,
Don't
it's
engage.
He says, don't listen to him. Yes, I do know something of constructs. I don't know if I could build something like that, but possibly fix it given time. I would have to buy some materials though." He looks it over. What's it? You said it's at 1 hit point?
Yeah, I believe it's like at 1 hit point or just somewhere in that range. I knew it was pretty close to death.
Let me take a look at this creature. Remind myself what it has.
This is gonna turn to Arnis and say, "Now you're probably not gonna like it, but the next time we fight that woman, she seems to fight like Fitz, meaning we're gonna need a lot of light. So we're probably all gonna have to take out our light stones."
Well, I'm totally fine with that as long as I can get to her. Because if we can stop her from shooting arrows through 20-foot tall rocks.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm just saying when
Yeah.
when all of us have a light stone now, I don't want to hear you crying in the back. Okay, you're still very fast, but we're all gonna need to have some light stones because you've seen how Fitz fights. It's
Okay.
the same thing.
So I just want to point this out to you, cheater, that I'm the one who threw the light stone out to begin this whole thing.
Right, but you also threw a temper tantrum when someone else had a light stone, so that
No, I
also
didn't.
did happen.
God.
No, I
Yes,
didn't.
you
Oh, he
did.
throws a
Yes,
temper
you
tantrum
did.
about
Look,
everything.
you're both
Yes, he did.
pretty girls, okay?
Oh, I want all my
Jesus
items.
Christ.
Give me my rod
Look, I'm
back.
just saying.
Nathaniel
I'm sorry,
says
every
from
time I
Rome.
decide to do something on the battlefield, I hear clicking teeth from Arnis in the back doing nothing.
It's true, Arnis. You do complain a lot.
Yeah, that's because I met you.
So I will say the Iron Cobra actually looks like it is all healed. Because they do have hit dice, and it has been here for a couple of days, so it may have healed on its own.
Oh, neat.
Because I don't think I think constructs do heal in the same way creatures do. Like they can spend their hit dice over the evenings, and it did get a long rest. So, yeah, you would if you look at it in the case you left it in, it is back at full health. It looks like it repaired.
The Raven, I
Yeah.
did some math that I'd like to go through with you in a moment.
Yeah, sure. Well, there's a bunch of numbers. What's that about?
So this is what happened. Using my wizardly quill because I'm I'm a member of the Order of the Scribe.
Yeah,
Instead of taking 2 hours to scribe spells, it takes 2 minutes per spell level.
yeah.
The cost, as we talked about before, rather than just pure gold, I can use gold pieces worth of essence, right? So I'm burning a bunch of essence out of my inventory.
Well, you have to. So you can turn components into inks with alchemy, but it does take some time. So if you have components, you can make those into magical inks with alchemy. Is the thing. Or you can turn essence into components and then turn them into inks. But yeah, you would need the inks. If that makes sense. I think you have a bunch of components, don't you?
I have a lot of components and I have a lot of essence. So I'm trying to convert a lot of the essences and components into what I need in order to be able to use the wizardly quill 2 minutes per spell level to scribe the spells from the spell books into my spell book.
So during the trip, do you have alchemy tools?
I do.
How many components do you have?
So I have 150 gold pieces of nature components. I have 1,650 gold pieces of arcane components.
Yeah, the arcane
I
is
have-
the one you can turn into spell inks. So you can convert those. Give me a. Well, yeah. So you can convert those at a 1-to-1. So how many ink or how much ink do you want to make?
I need 1,700 gold of ink because it costs 50 gold per spell level to scribe a spell from one spellbook to another.
Okay, so yeah, then you
50
could.
GP per spell level.
So you could convert however much of the components you want into ink with your alchemy tools.
I need 50 gold pieces, 50 additional gold pieces of arcane components, and I have several different essences. And so, how can I convert essence into components so I can convert that into ink?
Essence can be converted into components as a downtime, like basically with a day's worth of alchemy. And you can make a check to do that if you want to take a full 8 hours to convert that.
Eskel will turn to Nathaniel and say, Nathaniel, didn't you, because she would see Magnus working, right? Didn't we find like a ton of magical ink in that library? Like thousands of gold worth of
Oh, that's a good
magical
point.
ink?
Thank you for that. You reminded me. I actually have 300 gold pieces of magical ink in my inventory.
Oh, we
Yeah.
have much more than that Nathaniel's hoarding in his chest.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. 'Cause we
Oh,
found, like,
does someone
2,000
need
or
magical
something?
ink?
I always need magical ink.
Oh god.
He says, of course. How much do you need?
So I'm gonna. How much do you have?
He is going to put the ship on autopilot for the moment, walk into the storage area. He opens up the chest. He says, well, I did use some of it already. Sold some of it. Let's see. Looks like I have about 1,000 gold pieces worth left. How much do you need?
All right. I need all of it.
Of course. Do you have access to any books by chance?
Numerous.
He says, how
What kind of
about,
book specifically are you looking for?
he says, well, how about as an agreement, I just get to look through some of your books during the ride. You can use the ink that we have left over.
Excellent. As soon as I'm done transcribing the spells and incantations out of the books, you can read through them to your content.
All right, so he gives you the 1,000 GP of ink. And are you still converting ink?
So I'm going to use. I have 300 gold pieces of ink already in my inventory, so I'm going to use 1,300 of the 1,700 I need of ink. Remove that from my inventory. All of the ink is burned, and the remaining 400 will be converted from arcane components.
Okay, and then you turn 400 arcane into ink. So just make sure you
Correct.
minus that. Anyone else doing anything during this trip?
I will make more potion. I mean poison, not potion. I'm not that good.
Yeah, you have 6 hours. Nathaniel would say, so what happened to the recruits? Were they just executed by the Steel Shadow?
Yep.
Says, that's unfortunate. There was no talk of negotiations to get them back alive? Did they just kill them?
Quietly focusing on my work.
Deska's looking up all the windows.
Everyone
Just
remains strangely
messing with
quiet.
her poisons.
See, he can't see Bollus's face, so he can't make out his expression. So he just sits there.
So there's a bit of an uncomfortable silence, and he says, well, and we don't know the fate of our other two companions then.
No.
As well, maybe there'll still be a chance to negotiate for their safe return. We shouldn't lose hope.
Yeah. Negotiate.
Alright, so is anyone doing anything else, or shall I just pass the time?
I will practice my little dice trick. Not dice, marble trick, see if I can get it.
Okay, so you're practicing your marble trick. You would get back to Candle around 9 o'clock in the evening. I assume you're not bringing, or are you bringing the ship into the city proper, or the community proper?
Don't we always park it someplace away so it's not?
Yeah, usually in the cave between this place and the knoll camps, which are outside the town.
Yeah, I don't think we want to announce that we're back in town.
Alright, so yeah, you are back in the town. It's evening, so the light stones are letting off a dim moonlight glow over the encampment. The guards let you in, of course, welcoming you back as the heroes you are. What does the group want to do? So you're at the north gate.
Have you seen any steel shadow come through?
He says, well, there have been a couple of groups of people coming through, mostly people from the outer settlements with their crops. We have had a couple of armored folks come through. I don't know if they're Steel Shadow or not. It seems like there are more mercenaries in town these days.
Yes, I imagine.
Would there be any in town currently? Any like mercenaries from what I could see?
There
We
definitely
know
is.
they're
I mean,
in
this is a
town.
large
We know
area.
they're in.
But you see a lot of people moving to and fro in the caves. You know the last time you saw them was in the marketplace, which is quite a ways south of here. So yeah, what do you all want to do?
Raven,
Would-
I'm also using the Pearl of Power to regain spell slot. So
Okay,
okay.
that was during the short rest.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
1/3
Would
Wait.
my
spell
old
slot.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask if my old mercenary group, if anybody from here would be around.
Which group is that?
I never really decided because I just.
Oh,
picked it
is
'cause
this
it seemed
a
cool.
background thing?
Yeah, background thing.
I mean, you didn't come from Candle, right? Or I'm trying to remember your backstory. Was your group from the capital, or was it from Candle?
We never really sat down and talked about where they're from. We just kind of said, "Yep, this is my backstory," and we play tomorrow.
So, and that's the group that. Are you talking about the group that Deska was in, your old gang, or are you talking about like more recent? Or here, let me just look at your sheet if it's in your background. Let's see. Background, mercenary veteran. Oh wait, are you talking about your background or your backstory?
Background.
Is there a ability that mercenary veteran gives you that gives you?
Well, it allows you to have advantage whenever you're in a town. You can look at the mercenary guilds and see if you see anybody else with the same symbol as you from that mercenary guild.
Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, you can maintain a comfortable lifestyle without paying for it. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, basically, it's kind of like you live the life of a mercenary, and you have a bit of a reputation. So, yeah, I'll say that I mean, there's people here that you know who work for various mercenary guilds. What are you trying to figure out or do with that?
I was gonna see if I can maybe get some reinforcements for an upcoming Steel Shadow battle.
You could probably hire some people. I mean, no one mercenary life. No one works for free, so you probably have to put gold towards it.
How do you guys feel about that?
I'm broke.
Ditto.
Apparently, Deska's broke. Are you heading back to
Always been.
the town or your base to discuss all this? Or are you
Sure.
just doing it at the gate?
How much would it
Right.
cost?
Would I know how much it cost?
So I mean, when you say upcoming battle with the Steel Shadow, like, you mean like you're gonna just try to fight them in the streets? You don't think the Steel Shadow is going to attack you directly. That's not really their MO. Like, unless, especially within a town, they don't really operate like that. They more if they're going to attack you, it's going to be in places like in the cave somewhere, or just somewhere out in the wild. So are you talking about like hiring an army or a group of people to come with you somewhere to fight them, or what exactly would you be wanting to do with these people?
I assumed we were gonna go to their camp and maybe try to intercept the people. I thought Deska was talking about that earlier.
Deska's plan was to get here before them and then go out, and because we know where they're gonna have to be coming from, and set up an ambush.
I mean,
The prisoner that we have said that he would take us to their camp, so we get here first, and then we use him to navigate to their camp and set up an ambush.
You would guess that if they are heading back here, they're probably going to arrive at the gate somewhere within the next few hours. Unless they're still at their camp, which is possible, but if they only have 4 people, it would make more sense for them to come back here for reinforcements. Also, for all you know, they could be holding some of your people somewhere in town. But
So
you don't
that's-
know for sure.
Less likely.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to say. When we were crossing through, I wanted to know if anybody had come in that looked wounded, or if they had seen Cav or Resin.
They would have recognized them.
Or Weston. Okay.
So no, they hadn't seen Cav or Weston come through.
Okay.
So yeah, you would.
With them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you would guess at this point they would probably head back to Candle. Obviously, you don't know that for sure, though. They could still be at their camp in the cave somewhere. But it's because they were basically there looking for you all, trying to make this trade, and then you attack them. So they probably came back here, since they know you're not going to trade with them now.
Right, and Deska's idea is that we get here, and then we set up where they know they have to come from, and then ambush them on the way back. That was her whole idea.
Yeah.
So are we not getting reinforcements from the mercenaries, or are we?
I mean, are you
to rally in the first place?
So are you trying to just get a couple of people to? So I guess where are you setting up this ambush? Just at are you just trying to get them at the front gate? Like, how are you gonna ambush them?
Ideally, it would be down in.
You went all robotic there.
Jessica, you're all goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn it.
And we can't hear you.
Hold, please.
Hold, please. Why don't we do a quick break so you guys can think about what you want to do? I will say that the only place you would know, if they're coming back to town, the only place you know for certain they'd come through is the front gate. Otherwise, like, they could come through any of the numerous caves around here. They would have to go through the gate to get into the settlement. But other than that, it would be harder to track them down from this end. Like, if you were going to track them, you would have to track them from where their tracks are, which would have been
a 5-minute break, right?
Yeah. So why don't we take a break, and you guys can discuss what you want to do. I'll be back.
All right, maybe we set up an ambush at the front gate, maybe just 50 feet ahead of it. Something like that.
Setting an ambush at the very front gate is that's going to alert the town, and they have troops in town, and they're just going to back them up anyway. My problem is that I would ideally like to set up an ambush before, like, a place before the front gate, but from what he said, it's impossible because they can come from anywhere, which defeats the whole purpose.
Okay, maybe I could hire some mercenary to follow the Steel Shadow and then report back to us so we know where their camp is.
We don't
Actually, no, we have a prisoner
time
for that.
You
True.
could
we have a
just
prisoner.
ask.
Ask to Steel Shadow themselves.
And we just
Are you
ask
saying-
people. Ask the people at the gate, like, hey, you know where they're camped?
They wouldn't tell them that. Why would they tell them where they're camped?
Well, people are going to know where they're camped. I mean, it's like you camp. You have a. It's not like it's two guys living in the woods behind a Dunkin' Donuts. You know.
No, okay. There's two camps that we're. There's the Steel Shadow that's in town, and then there's this small camp of Steel Shadow that we know have the prisoners.
Yeah,
So
but you've got farmers coming and going, and people coming through the caves all the time near the camp. There's a chance that somebody knows where they are.
All right,
There's
Deska,
al-
I think Arnis has a great point.
There's also a chance
Problem is,
that
we know. Yeah, go ahead.
those Steel Shadow aren't keeping quiet when they're walking back and forth, right? Because they're coming into town to get supplies and stuff. So it is possible that someone might know where they're held up.
My thing is, technically, we already know where they're holed up because we have the prisoner, right? And we could have just went straight there, but we would have had no break, right? My
How about we just
idea
go there
with
now?
taking the ship. Well, that's the thing. If we try to go there, no, we could try to go there. Well, I guess we have the guy. And there's a chance we could run into them on the road, but they know we're coming because we're in the ship. It's not stealthy.
Or we could just negotiate now.
Quick question: are we ever stealthy? Does it matter?
It's true.
Well,
I mean,
well,
in
it is.
terms of they can just hide in a tunnel and then wait till we go by.
Well, yeah, and for us, I think we need to make it clear to Magnus for clink, clank, and clang when we say, "Hey, we're gonna go forward to check things out." They just don't come running down the hallway afterwards. That's happened twice now, right?
Noted.
I mean-
When the screams start, we don't come until we're called.
Yeah,
At this point, you guys can do whatever you want because,
Yeah.
like my mental of it is destroyed. I don't understand anymore.
you're going goofy again.
I still think hiring mercenaries would be a good idea because last fight was kind of difficult and very costly.
Well, it probably would have gone different if we were all there from the start.
Yeah.
It would have gone different if we're all there from the start and be attacked.
What did
When
you say?
No.
Is
Jessica,
So-
you sound like you're in like a
okay.
can.
So it's not her. It's her. It's not us. It's Keen, not us. There we go. If we were all there to start it, it would have gone much better.
It's true.
Because
Things-
what killed us?
Was not
Is-
having any healing.
Yeah, correct. We weren't getting any healing, and nobody lit up Laz when it went bad because Deska was fighting for her life.
Right.
I ended
Yeah,
up lighting it
that's-
last.
Getting it until lighting plus. I would lose.
Well, you
weight
dropped the
to
stone.
DPS.
You dropped the stone ballast. But the problem is yours was one of 5 light sources. They snuffed out the other 4. That's what hurt us. Because Deska was battling for her life.
I mean, I like the idea of going and ambushing them. I think.
Yeah.
But I think setting something up near town is a bad idea. I think we have to go to them.
Yeah, I think we should just go to the camp, buy some resources in town, and just try to decimate them.
I don't think we have
Maybe-
time to do all that though, right? Because theoretically, it's already been six hours. Right?
Yeah, but it takes them 12. If it's already been 6 hours, we still have like an hour or two before they get there. That's what Raven said.
Hour or two before they get to the gate.
Yeah,
Guys,
before they get to
guys,
the gates.
guys,
But if
guys.
We don't
Laz
want to fight
also
them in
has-
front of the gate.
Laz also has 2 levels of exhaustion, so let's make sure we consider that. And
yeah,
he's gone through a bunch of spells, and Magnus has gone through a bunch of spells.
I just don't think there's anything we can do. We're probably just gonna have to take a long rest then, because without Magnus and Laz, do you really think we're gonna survive that fight?
Yes, but the problem is, if we do not fight them right now, they get reinforcements, and they probably move to prisoners, and we will have no idea where they are, which means we'll probably
but-
never get them back.
I mean,
Well,
that's
I'd rather
probably
be-
going to happen anyways because that girl got out. So she's going to warn them. So they already know we're either going to come for them or we know that they have them. Right?
Well, in my mind, because that's the thing. No, from what he said, they had a small camp, and she went back to that camp. And those, well, we don't know who the other people in the camp was, but in my head, they don't have a way to get out the information yet, right? And so if we were to take them out, then there's no line of communication back to the rest of their group. But I mean, like all of this, there's still a chance that they had like a wizard in the party or a cleric, and they just said, "Hey, we got attacked, bro." So
Right. Send the message.
yeah. But again, I'm down to just do whatever you guys want to do, because I can't follow this anymore.
Just keep in mind the only casters that we've encountered from them are evokers, and their spell books have not contained the spell message.
We have encountered evokers and clerics.
And a sorcerer, right?
Yes, it was a summoner sorcerer, I think.
Yeah, the one that tried to fly away.
Right.
Honestly, I think a long rest is probably our best option. And it takes 2 long rests to get you off both those levels of exhaustion too, right, Laz?
Well, there's also another option.
Yeah, but with 1 rest, I'm okay. As long as I don't have my movements half, I'll be good.
Yeah, there's also another option, guys.
What's that?
We asked Nathaniel to go negotiate with them.
They're not going to negotiate with us.
Well, the second.
Well, he's
No,
not
they won't.
part of-
No, they won't negotiate with Laz.
Well, the problem is their negotiation is give us the girl or else. That's their negotiation. That's all it's ever been.
But why do we care about her? And I'm asking that honestly. Why is Ellen so important to us?
As far
Okay,
as anybody else, nothing. But Magnus and I probably wouldn't give her up. Because I
Well, what's-
actually have story. I've been with her in the story, and I actually care for her as a person.
So you haven't.
So have I.
Yeah,
And
He's a
also,
friend
but-
and a contact and a fellow scholar. who's
yeah, but
aware
Lance,
of-
you don't care.
Maybe
no,
Lazarus
I hate
cares.
them too much to give them Ellen.
True. I guess the better of 2 evils.
Well,
We've risked
what if,
our asses.
what if
got
instead of
hurt.
ambushing them, we set up a trap and offer her up as bait?
That's not the worst idea in the world. I like that a lot, actually.
We are not going to endanger Ellen.
No, we'll dress Ballas up as Ellen.
Oh, fuck you.
Now
Oh,
this
no.
is a plan.
That's fine.
Somebody
Well,
got
how
this
about-
cell.
Or Nathaniel.
Well, how about this?
Nathaniel's actually an excellent actor.
Yeah,
And he probably has disguised self.
he does. He
Oh.
disguised himself as that work that one time.
We say,
Well, he could disguise self, and you could put a couple glyphs of warding along the perimeter around him. So if they get too close, kaboom.
You're trying to kill him?
No, a certain distance away from him. But, like, that would be in the direction they would have to come from.
Does anybody here have glyph of warding? Or the
Yeah.
gold necessary?
Yeah, I mean, let's
don't.
come out of Crazy Town.
It was just an idea I had.
It was a valid idea.
Valid.
Let me
But if
see.
you want to do the disguise plan, I'm not against it. It's not a bad idea.
Wait, do you think you'd be able to harvest the poison from my snakes? From my snake?
I don't think so because it's a construct, but I have my own pet snake. But it only gives me a D4 injury point of damage.
Yes, it's more like eating a bad salad than poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it helped me for levels 1 through 5.
Nathaniel does have good deception.
So we could go with
That snake wasn't even yours.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was from a friend of mine that left, that you scared away.
He doesn't have a disguise
Oh.
kit though.
Oh, is that the guy with the holes in the chest?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
disguise
the
self, you don't need a
fucking
disguise kit. You
creepy
can
piece
make
of shit.
intangible hats and other items of clothing just appear on you.
He's a creepy guy, yeah.
It was my friend. I thank you guys to stop bashing him about his appearance.
He gave you a snake. I gave you hose. Whatever.
I mean, tomato.
He doesn't have disguise self though.
Are you talking about hose as in that which you sow crops with?
Yeah.
Or
Wait, then how did he?
hose as in what you put on your legs, or hose as in the ladies down the street?
Well, technically, it's two hose. It was 2 hose for Deska, so do whatever you want with that.
Bards are prep spells, man, aren't they?
We're trying to help her make her garden grow.
Yeah, and this guy's
Yeah, it was the
Never-
gardening hose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bards
I'm
are
assuming that's a
spontaneous
euphemism.
canisters, I believe.
What does spontaneous mean?
They don't have to prep.
Yeah, they don't
spells,
prep, but they have less spells.
Oh,
Oh, so
how
like
did
a
he-
warlock?
Maybe he got rid of it.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm not seeing disguise self in here.
Yeah, because he definitely did disguise himself as that orc and walk through the civilization they had before we earthquaked it. Or does his staff
Magnus?
have that ability? I don't know.
Magnus, do you have polymorph?
I do not.
If only we had an earthquake spell.
Oh, I would have took this out a long. We would have been done here.
Cat probably
What if
would
we were
have
to
survived
just-
that.
What would you do with an earthquake spell?
Kill people.
You just
Sounds
like it.
destroy your town? Like,
Not in the town. Are you crazy?
Just the
Maybe
entire
the town,
Underdark.
just a little bit.
all
Just
right,
gonna go
well,
full heal.
It's about to rain stalactites.
do you all have a plan yet on what you want to do?
None whatsoever.
If he
Wait.
doesn't have disguise self, then I think we just have to lie to them to their face. I guess. what-
Send Nathaniel in, see what happens.
As for hiring mercenaries, Ballas, you could probably try to grab a couple of quick people, but you're not going to be able to find really powerful mercenaries on such short notice. It would probably be more like soldiers.
Would you guys want me to do that? If it's a no, I won't. If it's a yes, I will.
I mean, if we
Mechanically,
want to, but
Ambush, yes.
the gold price is the big thing.
mechanically speaking, you could probably get somewhere between level 1 and 3 allies, and it would probably cost you, depending on how many you want to get, maybe like a gold piece each per day.
Oh god,
Oh.
that's essentially what just got slaughtered. A bunch of first.
Yeah,
Bullets
I was about to
punches
say
with
we
one
would be
bullet
sending those
apiece.
guys to their death.
Yeah, you're basically they would be way like, I mean, they would if you told them, I assume you wouldn't tell them how dangerous it would be, but yeah, they would probably just get killed and buy you a couple of rounds.
I was say they'd be an action economy. That's all they're. Unless they have a wizard, and then they just fireball all the NPC.
Yeah, they'll just take care of them all real quick.
But yeah, Ballas, if you want to hire some, I'm not gonna stop you. 1 gold a day
Remember.
isn't that bad.
Operation Human Shield. Protect our tanks and planes too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess since time's running out, do you want to try to intercept them at the gate as they're coming into town? Like, you going to keep an eye out there? Are you just going to rest the night? Like, how do you want to do this? Like I said, they're probably not going to attack you in town, just because that's not really how they operate. That would
I
get
said
them.
let's intercept them and kill them. Finish them off.
Or we make them enemies of the town. Lad.
No, the town loves us too much too. Be
Yeah,
enemies
but
of us.
we could make them. We could make the Steel Shadow the enemies of the town.
You
Are
know
they-
what? If they have,
So they're not allowed to enter anymore, and those that are here get thrown out.
it would depend. If they have Cav and Weston with them as they're coming in, then we could fight them at the gate. Because then we could just be like, oh, they kidnapped them, and then we fight them. But that would mean they would have to have them with them at the time.
Why would they be bringing prisoners from this town back?
It would be a very dumb idea on their part.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I'm just grasping at straws here. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do.
Yeah,
It's easy. We either have to decide if we want to fight them with some of our resources expended at the gate, or do we want to wait for them to get in, connect with the rest of their party, and fight them when we have all of our resources back inside
That's
town?
what I said from day one, and my vote is to fight them before they get back to town. Thank you for
Alright.
making it so simple.
You're making this 3
Yeah.
votes for it then. I'm in.
That's what I said from the very beginning.
All right, I vote for an ambush.
so you're gonna try to attack them on their way into town.
Yep.
All right. So-
Intercept them before they walk through the gate.
So you're gonna basically wait at the gate and keep an eye on who's coming in.
Well, can't we do better than that with Deska's skills?
I could see 300
Oh,
feet
actually-
out, and I could give it to 2 people.
Well, the
Yeah.
the entrance to the town is lit up. Like there's the night or the light rocks, light stones, or sunstones.
Really just comes down to do we intercept them at the gate where the gate is and the other guards are, or do we intercept them in front of the gate, out of the vision of the gate?
Yeah, there's
on the
dim
path to it.
there's dim light around the gate at night because of the sunstones.
Well,
What I
our-
would do is before we, because I don't think it would take that long, because we made it back. Could I pick up a light stone for each of us, for every person in the group? Like a light stone on a chain.
Actually, I have a better idea.
light up Laz.
So
given the time frame,
I can, but go ahead.
Gotcha.
Oh.
You run out of juice.
yeah, never mind. I can't do that. What I was going to talk about.
So, are you talking about a continual flame stone or like a stone with light cast on it?
I mean, it would be a continual flame stone, but I just want a necklace of continual flame for each of us. How much would
Who
that cost?
has continual flame?
I do. I was just
I
looking
do.
at the fact that it has. If it's a ritual spell, it's ridiculous that it's not, but it's not.
No, it's it has a cost in components too, I think.
It does. It's 50 gold pieces of gem dust.
Yeah, so you can use components to do that, but it would cost you 50 for each one you made in components. But yeah, once you make them, they're permanent. So you would just have like permanent torches, basically.
So I have a 100 gold piece pearl, so that would be able to, make 2 things glow.
Well, the pearl isn't component. That's like for the identify spell. Components are like the actual components that you have, if that makes sense.
What about the
Me-
components that are called out in the spell description? though?
I
We
have
had
a
ruby
stone
dust.
already. Ballast has.
Oh,
a
are
stone
you
already. I
talking
think
about-
Argus has.
Here, let me
No, I
just
don't have
see
a stone.
continual
I don't
flame.
have a stone anymore.
Yeah, I have.
I also
ruby.
have
She
2,000
has.
gold, so we can.
I
Buy
wanted to just buy it in
Uh,
town and then just come back to the gate, but
So yeah, if you have
Ruby dust.
ruby dust, you can use that, but you can also replace that with your components, if that makes
Can
sense.
I
So the
buy
pearl-
some arrows?
The pearl itself is something that you would specifically use for identify, but that wouldn't be ruby dust.
Right.
If that makes sense, yeah.
No, it does. So, but I don't have it. I have it in my spell book, but I don't have it prepared. And even if I did, I don't have enough spell slots to cast it that many times, and it's not a ritual spell. So, I'm not going to be able to cast it before we do the ambush unless we rest.
right. What my whole thing was, could I go to the marketplace and are they selling them? Because I remember.
So if you go to the marketplace, let's see, it's evening. There aren't as many stalls open. Give me a d20 roll. Or give me a, I guess it would be persuasion to ask around, see what they have for sale still. Because you're guessing they're probably going to arrive really late, like into the wee hours. So unfortunately, you don't find anyone still here selling components or continual flame stones.
Deska's agitated. Okay.
What's the name of the lady again? The ranger lady.
I don't know if she gave you her name.
She did when we met her.
Did she?
She didn't give it to Arnis right away because she came in and started touching something and he went, "Fuck you," and he left.
Now let me check my
She
notes.
probably gave us her name when we first met her at our house.
Yep.
But I can't remember.
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh Jesus!
It's been a while. Like, what was her name? Because that was a few weeks ago when she gave you her name, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm checking my notes from that day, from that session, and I don't have it in my notes. If she gave us her name, then I missed it.
Yeah.
I know I didn't identify it on her sheet, which makes
Yeah,
me
it's a
think she
mysterious
didn't.
figure.
Yeah, which makes me think she didn't identify herself. Because usually, if she did, I would have put her name to replace the mysterious figure.
It's okay because apparently I can't roll on Roll20 right now. My character sheet anyway, so let me shut it down.
Can I buy +2 arrows in town, or is that a no?
Seeing though the market's closed.
Generally, buying magical items is a downtime
Rude.
activity. It would take time
Yeah.
to track down a seller because most people don't sell magical items. They're very rare.
I'm just gonna light up Laz's chest and.
Alright.
So it's 9:00 at night.
Yeah, well, at this point, it's probably closer to 10 because you've been home for a bit. But yeah, you would guess that if they're on their way, they're probably going to arrive at some point this evening.
All right, I go to the bar. I'm going to the tavern.
Deska will go back to the
Wait,
gate.
I thought you guys were going to try to ambush them.
Monk
Yeah.
style.
Yeah, why are you going to the bar?
Well, where do you think the other steel shadow's going to be?
Oh, I thought you were all going to wait by the gate to see if you could ambush them when they came through.
Ambush them. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. I guess you could just have one person waiting there, but it wouldn't be much of an ambush.
Sure, I guess we'll go sit by the gate. They're not going to bring rat. I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky.
All
We
right.
still have the prisoner who can direct us to the camp.
Oh yeah, what are you doing with him?
He's on the ship right now.
I would say we'll.
All right,
leave
so
him
you
on
have
the
him,
ship.
Nathaniel has him tied up out in the ship. All right. Also, so if you do attack them coming into town, the guards might be a little bit weirded out by that. At least if you initiate, like you
Is the
just
Steel
ambush
Shadow
them.
a known enemy group? A known like terrorist group?
No.
I
Not
ask this
really.
as I haven't been in the game as long as everybody else. So I don't
No,
know.
So-
they're not terrorists. They're just a mercenary group.
Like if
Yeah.
you tell the guards
Dominant.
Steel Shadow's approaching, we're going to prevent them from getting into the town. Are they going to understand, or are they going to be like, "No, those are our friends. Get the fuck out of here"?
It'd be more like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, it would be more like there would be a follow-up question. Like, hey, these people, we're going to attack them. You know, they'd be like,
If this is our town, why don't you say is that we're trying to intercept the Steel Shadow because they've, kidnapped a number of our people, members in this town, right?
Yeah.
That we need to find and save. Explain the whole damn thing to them. Is there any reason why we wouldn't tell the guards?
Yeah, Laz, tell the guards, bro.
Lads is well, I don't want to say Lads has been in trouble with the law, but there have been some misunderstandings with some of the local merchants when he
We
didn't
won
get the
that case.
I
price
was
he
just a
wanted.
piece of shit merchant, and I want the cake.
He won-
We won the case.
There was some legal disputes, yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you want, you could tell the guards. I mean, I was actually kind of surprised the group hadn't approached the town already about this, because you never really talked to anyone about it.
Who's the town leadership?
The mayor.
Yeah, actually,
The mayor, but
Who
we
everyone
could go
hates.
talk to Mayor.
The people really like the Gucci gang, but the mayor and them don't have the best relationship. Mostly because
Detecting a
Laz
pattern.
has been yeah, it seems to be a common denominator in a lot of these
Laz, stay on the ship.
no, he's our
Laz, stay on
face.
the ship.
Don't blame me.
He's our
Listen,
leader.
if we meet with piece of shit people, we have to be pieces of shit.
It's weird. Everyone who Laz meets with, he just hates. It's weird.
We're
Everyone's
assholes.
True.
just
I
a
don't think he
piece of
hated
shit.
Yuri. I think it was cool with Yuri.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
like
true.
Yuri, yeah.
That's true. He
Him,
did like
Cav, and I
Yuri.
have never had a problem. Him, Cav, and I have never had a problem.
Yeah, certain individuals seem to get along. Yuri. By the way, Yuri is also in town now. She's
Oh.
she
Oh, we could
might
ask
be
you for help.
she might be friendlier towards the group than the mayor. Just because, yeah, like I said, you guys are not everyone, but there's definitely been certain people in the group who have not gotten along with the mayor.
Don't
Well,
worry, guys.
Magnus,
I'll talk to you.
Magnus, does Ellen have a decent working relationship with the town? Is she a member of the town, a known member of the town?
She's I mean, she's like a civilian. She's sort of like an unknown though. It's not like she has
Okay.
like much of a reputation. She just kind of lives here. Yeah.
I guess Lazarus would go talk to Yuri and be like, hey, because Yuri knows Weston. I'm not sure if she knows Cap, but she definitely knows Weston.
Yeah.
So be like, hey, these fuckers have kidnapped Weston and they're coming into town.
All right. Are you all going to
Uh,
talk to Yuri, or is it just Laz?
I would definitely go to talk to Yuri.
All
Yeah,
right.
'cause you're in love with Yuri.
So you
What?
go to the
What?
northern gate, to the guardhouse. Yuri is there. She is happy to see you. Actually, she says, "Friends, it's been a while. How have you been?"
Yuri, we don't have much time, and I feel like shit right now. Listen, Steel Shadow, you know them?
The mercenary group. I'm somewhat familiar with them. That's the clandestine empire group, right?
Yeah.
She
Okay.
says,
Well, one
yes.
of their-
They have some people in town right now, don't they?
Yeah, don't trust them. One of their, I guess, lieutenants or higher ups or whatever. Essentially, she's the leader of this entire party. Her and her people have kidnapped Weston and another member of the Gucci gang, Cav,
Give me
and they're bringing them into town.
Give me a persuasion check. She
I'm
definitely.
gonna use inspiration.
Okay. She definitely seems concerned. She says, "Kidnapped them. How did this happen? What's going on? Why is the Steel Shadow looking for members of your group?"
Well, I will tell her essentially everything that we've had altercations with them unprovoked because the first time we met them, they were the first to attack us. And then I would tell her how we sent Cav and Weston and some other recruits to the lab, and when we got there, they were, taken prisoner.
Okay.
And
So
tell
you
her
take some time
I would avoid
to.
telling her everything about Ellen essentially.
Okay. So
I
you
would
don't tell
mention that they
her.
want someone, and that we're not willing to make a trade.
Okay. So she would say. Yes, it sounds like they've been pretty provocative. Who is it they're looking for? Because you said you did tell her that they're looking for someone and they want to make a trade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she would say, well, do you know who they're looking for and why?
I would probably go up to her and whisper at her, I'll tell you this because I trust you, because I've known you for a while. Remember that girl, Ellen, who when the team rescued me, she was...
She says, she was one of the, the ones you brought from the mine. I believe she was friends with the young man, James?
Correct, that's her. They want her.
Why are they seeking out this girl? Is she a criminal or something?
That is magical shit. Weird stuff. I don't understand it. They just want her.
Hmm.
They
Well-
want her because
We don't trust the Steel Shadow, so we're not giving them anybody.
they want her for the research that Ellen and I were doing on the ley lines outside of town.
She says, and who are you?
I'm Magnus, the Dwarven Kingdom.
This is our newest member,
Is he?
I met these guys
I guess.
while researching the ley lines after the Steel Shadow kidnapped Ellen. for her knowledge.
Is he
A
the-
member
are
of
you
your
the
town.
newest?
He hasn't gone through
She says,
initiation, I don't know.
you are from the Gareth Empire then.
I'm the
Yes.
newest member, by the way.
I was gonna say. I thought you came in after him.
All right, Bowles is the newest member.
She says,
Then I would tell you.
magical ley lines. Yeah, that sounds like something they might be involved in. Guessing they're hunting her for a client then.
Yeah, it's for
Yes,
the
and
Empire.
the
for
Empire.
the human Empire.
Ah. This is the fucking Darrock. You spent 200 years
Yeah.
getting away from them and they're creeping in again.
I
I
feel
don't
like this
think they're
whole
creeping
settlement.
so much as charging, which is the reason why we need you to, help us defend the gate from them as they come in and try to do more damage.
Well, this is
I'm not trying to persuade anything. This is like Dwarven straight up, like 8 charisma, just yelling in your face.
Yeah.
Latches
So
would say we're trying to intercept them on their way here, but we don't want to stir up any issues with the guards. So I was
Says, "No,
wondering if
I'm-
you could help us with that.
I'm glad you came to me," she says. She, at this point, has sort of brought you all to like a private room. She says, "Well, this is tricky. They already have a lot of their mercenaries in town. And while we have the law on our side, I mean, realistically, our soldiers aren't trained to fight people of their caliber. Luckily, they don't generally cause problems directly, but if a fight were to break out and the whole group of them suddenly attacked, that would get messy."
That's why we're trying to attack before they enter town. Hopefully, without having them contact their reinforcements within town. And once we deal with this group, we can deal with the group inside, kicking them out of town or doing whatever is necessary.
She says, "Well, my suspicions are if they have people outside of the city, or outside of town, they probably have someone watching the gate for their return. I could arrest her or arrest them if they came back. If they did kidnap someone, we'd have to look into it, of course, but at least that would slow them down as they came in. At that point, they could attack us, but it would." She thinks some more.
It would be easier for the Steel Shadow to pay off a fine or a bounty than it would be for them to get in an all-out fight with the law.
She nods and she says, "And at that point, if they have your friends with them, we could obviously free them, because the Steel Shadow have no authority to take prisoners within our town. That might be the safer move than just attacking them. But if they don't have them with them when they come in, there isn't much I could do other than hold them for a time being. I don't know. What do you all think? We could try to do this quietly."
Take care of.
Go ahead.
Could you take care of whoever is watching the gate?
She says, "Well, the problem is we wouldn't know who their informants are, and if they do have someone watching, go ahead."
Access to the gate for a period of time, make up an excuse, and let us deal with the upcoming group. Let's say we'll settle things before it escalates.
Yeah. Well, you mean like outside the gate? Set up, keep that area clear?
They killed 4 of our recruits, and they have 2 of our members kidnapped.
My preference would be to just take them into custody. I don't know if starting a fight outside the gate would be the best option. But if I do owe you all. I mean, you've saved several settlements around the area, so I trust in your judgment. I will back whatever you think is best, but That would be my suggestion, is if they show up, we take them into custody and try to figure out what happened. And if they have prisoners, they would be released.
Or we can let them go to wherever they're going in town, follow them, and then encounter the whole group and arrest them all at the same time if we have the backing of the guards.
She says
I'll defer to the rest of the group. My preference is just to murder those pieces of shit.
She
But
says, well,
I'll follow the group.
that could be an idea, Yuri says, following them, though arresting them all in one place, if they do decide that they don't want to come quietly, that could become a bloodbath. So
well, they haven't come quietly all along, and, it's going to be, where do you want the bath to be?
Says, well, I would prefer there not to be a bloodbath.
Magnus eyes the rest of the party is like, I don't know if that's an option.
I want them fucking dead, but
Steel Shadow have not been peaceable.
She says
at least as far as I'm aware.
they're a powerful organization, dangerous enemy to have.
You should probably arrest the ones in town already.
She says, but what would I arrest them for? Just being part of the Steel Shadow?
Being part of an organization that's infiltrating your town on behalf of an empire that's trying to, control information that's dangerous to everybody else.
We're saying
On
that's not a
suspicion,
crime.
on suspicion of kidnapping. Right?
This is
yeah.
the kidnapping. If we can figure out where they're holding your people, that could justify an arrest. Though a lot of the mercenaries could just say they had no part in that, or they could just deny it.
Unless we
matter.
find them
Gang
in the
member's a
building with
gang
the
member.
mercenaries.
We have a prisoner who's admitted to it.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have him with you?
He's
We
with
do.
Nathaniel in the cave.
She says, well, we should definitely put him in the prison for now. He could at least help us make get a more clear picture of what's going on.
Ballas is gonna stand up and say, "You have to make sure he stays alive. We promised him that, and we're eventually gonna use him to figure out where their camp is if we need to."
I'll take up to 2 more persuasion checks from the group on what's been going on, because she's kind of mulling all this over in her head now.
Alright, let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Magnus did it. Never
Oh,
mind.
Magnus did it? All right. Well,
Well,
What's that?
here's another one for me, I guess.
oh,
There we go.
Yeah, I'll give you 2 advantage as well. Well, I'll give Lazarus advantage because she knows him. She doesn't know Ballas. Well, I'm only taking 2 rolls, so I'll take Magnus and Lazarus. Those are the first 2 I saw.
I was talking. I had to roll it, guys. Right?
Yeah.
Dwarven persuasion.
Yeah, that makes sense. That
Look,
makes sense.
listen to me.
Yeah, and Ballas, what the fuck is a natural 20? He just writes perfectly.
Yeah.
Beautifully.
She,
And
fast.
calligraphy, you
it's
request.
actually probably disadvantaged because he's
Yeah.
like writing all over the wall.
That's still 19.
Whoa.
Sitting there and writing on his arm.
Yeah.
It's like the best Pictionary ever.
Still good though. Still good.
She says, my biggest hesitation is, as I said, our guards can only do so much, and if these are fully trained mercenaries, that could lead to a lot of death if we try to move against them. But we also can't just let them do whatever they want. This is a tense situation for sure.
So why don't you go get the
I think if we
help you.
do... He says, yeah, then we'll have a war in the streets. But I think if we do attack them directly, it should be quietly and separated. So maybe hitting them outside the gate, if that's the route we want to go, might not be a bad idea. Or arresting them and maybe quietly getting rid of them. I'm not a fan of killing anyone who's helpless, but maybe forcing them to leave the city. He says, I don't know, you just sprung a whole thing on me. This,
Oh yeah, I'll force them to leave. Don't worry. Wink,
Force
wink.
them
I
to
don't-
shuffle off this mortal coil.
Yeah, I don't think the Empire is going to be able. Well, the Empire probably isn't directly behind this. I'm guessing it's one of the families, one of the noble houses. And you said they are looking for information on ley lines. What sort of
Yeah.
ley lines are these, and why would they even care?
Magnus?
Or ley lines.
Trying to decide if there's any reason
Merit to
not
tell
to
her.
share the research, or if Magnus would even have the tact to withhold such information given his social skills. It's like, well, it's probably too complicated for somebody like you to understand, but you know, there's
She,
we found evidence of the fact that there's there's likely areas of the surface that didn't burn in the. And the ley lines are the key to research exactly where those would be and how to get there.
she says, I thought the surface was a myth.
Most people of uneducated states do, but my parents my parents lived on the surface. I can tell you it's real.
Shit.
She ignores your little jab and just thinks, oh, that would make sense. A lot of people would want that information.
Imagine what the Empire would do with it.
She says, well, I think I'm starting to understand more of the danger here. All right. And actually, we are at time. So this might be a good place to stop while you all think about how you want to handle this. But she seems like she is on board to help, either by arresting or by possibly helping with the attack.
And we decide at this point that we're going to do a long rest.
Well, if you do a long rest, then I assume you're just going to have someone identify them so they can be arrested. Because I assume you'll just, go to sleep and let the guards handle it. But if you're going to... Yeah.
I was going to have my familiar Olwe at the gate also watching.
Okay. So yeah.
I like how all of us scored ridiculously high on the persuasion check, then just Deska's there with her 6.
Yeah.
I was way earlier. Don't point out my 6. That was irrelevant for this role.
That was for something
Magnus
else.
wasn't really high.
But yeah, give me MVP
That was
votes.
really high for Magnus.
That's
was
true.
really
Yeah,
high.
very high.
That's over average for Magnus. Yeah, give me MVP Whispers and we'll call it here.
I still don't know how to whisper these, so I'm just gonna...
Well,
DM
here,
you.
no, I'm gonna give you the
Slash
command.
GM.
It is this without the parentheses.
That's not the type of moon she worships, you disgusting freak.
Hey,
That's like blasphemy. I'm a Twilight cleric.
So I got 4, 5 votes. Alright, so I think we have a tie. Resin and Magnus. You need roll 20 or D20 rolls.
Oh god.
Oh, alright,
That
Resin.
plays about right.
Resin, you are MVP. Congrats. Good
Thanks,
job,
everybody.
everyone.
It's not a better moon, actually. It's worse. Oh god.
Terrifying.
And yeah, we can talk about doing a side campaign to put this one on hold for a bit. But yeah, for now, I think we're all done. So I'll be here a bit taking notes, but otherwise, you're all free to take off. And yeah, basically, if you attack them at the gate, then you wouldn't have the long rest. If you arrested them, then you would, because then they would be taken into custody, unless they tried to resist.
Well, everybody,
So
I
you
will
guys
see
can-
you in March.
Talk about that. Oh yeah, and
There you go.
Lazarus is stepping away for a month.
Yeah. Yes.
well, we'll miss you, buddy.
Shit.
Well, then
Especially
we
when
need
we
to put
need
this
you.
campaign.
Sounds
We're gonna
like
have to put this
Arnis is the
campaign
tank
on hold
now.
Yeah, I think that we probably
Yeah.
should probably pause because
Oh yeah, and
You're
that's
really
true.
trying.
If we start up the other storyline to take a break from this one, then we can just wait on that. That might be
I
the
already
move.
have my character written.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
want to do
wait,
that?
shoot
Like
up.
next
You
week
guys.
we start. Yeah.
I have
I-
2 characters I might play. One's a kobold artificer that wants to
Well,
build a
I'll
robotic dragon.
I'll create the game. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
make the new game and give you all invites to it, and at that point you can just put your characters in it.
Uh,
You
I
guys
will
are gonna
front line
love.
if no one else
Oh, you
wants
mean
to.
like put our characters into Roll20?
Yes. Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
Can I use a D&D Beyond sheet? It's just they give me so many less issues than this one's been giving me.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. The Roll20 sheet, the nice thing is that I can track all the resources.
Awesome, Resin.
But if you really want to, you can use that. I might just have to. It'll just take me longer. It'll be more work for me. But if you really hate
It's just
it,
I
then
know how to
can-
work it. I know how to set stuff up here. It's
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, I hear you, buddy.
Arnis, I just wanted to make sure as I'm making my thing, you're also going to be a brother orc, right?
I will be your brother. I will be your brother. So,
Oh my god.
so
Wait,
mine.
so there's 2 orcs in this party?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I'll be your
perfectly
brother.
Oh
fine.
shit.
Yeah, I'll be your brother. So I'm gonna.
You know-
So I'll be more like a protector. So
know what
like
I'm
I know
gonna
you
play?
want to be. What are you gonna do?
Fairy bard.
Ooh.
There we go.
Fairy bard.
I'm between an Eldrin ranger and a light cleric of some kind.
You should make a turtle life cleric.
No, if I play a turtle, it'll have to be a druid. You know what I'm talking about, Deska.
Questions? Are you gonna talk like a turtle?
Is there a way turtles talk?
Yeah, like a turtle.
You've never seen Oogway?
Come on.
I guess
No,
not.
but yeah.
Let's
He's the elephant.
go, guys.
Oh no. Yeah, I
No
will go
idea.
full. I'm gonna go a full Zug Zug half orc.
Be like a DMV
fight.
employee.
Yeah, So you're going like big badass with a like 2-handed weapons, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do the big badass who's more of the protector. So whatever two-handed weapon you take, tell me, and I'm gonna take the one-handed version of it. So
It
if
is
you go
going
with
to be a
like
great sword. So.
I will take the longsword and the shield. So I'll be shield and longsword. Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Oh,
Get out of
Alright, boys and dust.
Let's go.
Well, have a good trip, Lazarus. We'll
Yeah,
see.
be safe, man. Oh, good
see you
times.
soon.
We'll see you soon.
And remember, if it's wet and not yours, don't touch it.
Oh my god.
It's
Nah, I just have to
generally good
figure
life
out
advice.
If I
Remember
want
to
Sometimes.
scoop while squatting.
to.
Remember the squatty potty and all of your
Exactly.
poop-based needs.
Don't rush your pooping. Always take your time.
My last
So we have-
decision. Go
Brought
ahead.
to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Right.
Bye,
So
guys.
we have 2 orc fighters. We have a fairy bar.